What's good with y'all, man? What's up with everybody? If you're new, welcome, welcome. What's good with y'all, man? What's good with y'all indubitably, man? What's up to everybody that's pulling up? If you're new here, welcome, as I was saying before. What's good, what's good? Just as I'm pulling up my chat and stuff right now. What's up with y'all, man? What is good indubitably? Take us down just a little bit. If you are new here, welcome, welcome. But if you're also not new here too, still welcome, welcome. What's up with everybody? What is good with everybody indeed? What is good with y'all, man? I had like a rough idea for this first page that I wanted to do before I immediately jumped into everything else. But what's up with everybody? I'm thinking that for this first one, it's gonna be a little bit more grounded in wildlife, unlike some of my recent pages where I've done like characters and stuff. I'm leaning more in the direction of doing some nature, some wildlife, things that are all in that lane. Things that are all in that lane. What's up with everybody though, man? Yo, what's up, Nat? It's a couple of like familiar faces, some older faces too. What's up with everybody, man? Some veterans in here. Just let me know whatever y'all think I'm doing on this first one. This one, like once you see it, it's gonna make a little bit more sense. I wanted to do something that was more themed in wildlife though. So this is me kind of going back to some of the things that I'll post more towards the beginning before I made the jump into like themed characters and stuff that's more in that lane. This is a little bit before like I made the jump into like a lot of the characters that I've recently been doing. I know sometimes it might seem like I do a lot of Naruto or even Dragon Ball. What are we doing right now? This I'm drawing some wildlife. I don't want to say what he is exactly, not yet. I don't want to say what he is exactly. I want to kind of play the guessing game a little bit. If y'all can guess, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I didn't want to outright say what he was. Not yet, but soon. Soon for sure. You said a rabbit, Peter Rabbit? No, this one isn't really a rabbit. A rabbit is kind of it isn't really a bird either. This one isn't a rabbit or a bird. It is wildlife. That's the only hint that I'll give so far. It's definitely some wildlife stuff. This was more in the direction of the outdoors. A lizard, Peter Rabbit, a snake. The only hint that I wanted to give, just this early into the stream, man. Just bear with me a little bit. Y'all not gonna see it, but once you do, you won't be able to unsee it. That's what I'm getting at, basically. I was kind of brainstorming a second ago, just kind of come up with some things, some concepts. Like I said, on these lives, I don't want for it to feel like I'm just doing the exact same animals in the exact same sequence. A cougar? No, not quite, but you're a little bit closer than everybody else. You're a little bit closer than everybody else. It is indeed a big cat, though. It is indeed a big cat. I know that can entail anything and everything. That can quite literally mean anything and everything, bro. Lioness, rabbit with a clock. Yo, thank you for the rose too, Nat. Y'all not gonna guess. You're not locked in. You said, yeah, meow don't work either, Brody. A bobcat, is it a lion? Some of y'all getting a little bit warmer. Some of y'all getting a little bit colder. Let me just bring you more to life. Let me bring her more to life. Tiger. Not honestly. No, not even a tiger. A tiger has like a tiger looks a little bit different compared to this. Whenever I draw my tigers, I'm normally a little bit more intentional with the shaping, and even the stripes and stuff too. A panther, mountain lion. Nah, I mean you getting some of y'all getting warmer, some of y'all getting colder. You said a cheetah. A cheetah. Nah, a lion, maybe. I need y'all to just tell me what you see. Tell me whatever you may see. It was one animal that I was considering doing on this page too, because I want this one to be more themed. I got like a rough idea for the animals I want to have on this first one. I got like a rough idea. Saber tooth. No. It's not quite a saber tooth. If it was a saber tooth, though, I would have definitely by now I would have drawn in their fangs. Every time I see saber tooth, I think of like the depiction from I think the Ice Age movies with the little squirrel dude. You said a battle beast otter. He's trying drawing silver tooth. He says it's a lion. You sure it's a lion, Brody? You seem awfully sure of yourself. I don't know, man. A panther. Sabertooth for sure. Yeah, you seem really sure of yourself too, Brody. I don't know, man. Lock in. If it was a Sabertooth Samsung Galaxy S10, though, definitely not drawing a block or brick. Have room for mandible. He does have mandibles, but it's not the mandibles in the sense that you think it is. It's just something that's a little bit less extreme. A saber-tooth tiger would be extreme. Yo, what's up, Two Freak? What's good, indubitably, man? A saber-tooth would be kind of extreme. You got mad skill. Yo, thank you too, man. As I was saying before, I feel like I've done saber-tooth and I've even done mammoths and stuff before. That's kind of like that's a drastic jump. I've definitely done stuff like that before, but not quite on this one. I wanted, yo, what's up, Alien? You get crazy extreme is good. Yeah, just that whole lane of wildlife is kind of crazy. Let me not be recoiling my camera. Hang on. Make sure y'all got like a clear view. A lynx. You said the mods. Yeah, not anything in that lane. Y'all was guessing. Y'all was guessing a lot of different animals, but I'll tell you what it most certainly isn't. It's not a rabbit or a cougar. It's definitely, yeah, it's nah. Some of y'all getting a little bit warmer, some of y'all getting a little bit colder. Let's play a game. Is it a cat? Yeah, it is. It's definitely a cat. It's definitely a cat, but not in the sense of like a little Garfield or somebody. I mean, like genuinely. It's like something you see outdoors. Or something you don't want to see outdoors. Little buddy. Something you go see out in the wild, man. Something you don't want to run into outside, bro. Spider, nah. Definitely not a little spider, yo. Mountain lion, battle beast. I need y'all to lock in. It's a bird. Nah. Oh, house cat. Nah, I mean, it's like it's a little bit bigger than a house cat. Something you might not want to see outdoors. Saber-tooth tiger. No. This one isn't a tiger at all. In all seriousness. This one isn't a tiger at all. Nah. Hey, but it is some stuff you would see outside though. If that's of any value to you, bobcat, a leopard, a lion for sure. If that's of any value to you, it is definitely some stuff you would see outside, out in the wildlife, man. A leopard, no. I'm gonna draw on his little bottom fangs now. I was kind of concerned with shaping in his jaw and stuff. I didn't want to make his jaw seem overly stretched out or something crazy. You said my ex-wife. That's tough. The old Thundercat. I don't even know what Buddy is, but no. Nope. I'm just kind of shaping out the rest of his jaw. It's either a panther or a jaguar or a lioness. Tiny good detail. I wanted. I'm doing my best to like shape out the entirety of her jaw. I'm doing my best to. Hey, you want to draw too? That's crazy. Well, I picked up on this just through my own experimenting. I learned you kind of learn more from the process of doing, and that's the method, Brody. Like you learn the more that you definitely learn the more that you do. That's been the overall journey. Yo, what's up, Jordan? That's been like the whole time skip, bro. The journey as it is. I'm gonna make it to where his Better two than the one, or just two black pens. I've had days where I might use two of my black pens. It really depends a lot on like what I'm trying to do personally. Like it definitely just depends on the vibe of what I want the page to be like. Definitely depends a lot on the vibe of how I want the page to be. I gotta make sure that my pen is actually cooperating with me though. That way it doesn't dry out or nothing. That way it doesn't draw out or dry out or anything. I gotta make sure I gotta really make sure you can see, bro. Gotta make sure that you can absolutely see, bro. Use Dollar Tree pens are expensive. I mean, you really can use whatever you may have access to. These ones, they're not really anything crazy. They are like standard office pens. I didn't get these from Dollar Tree. I got these from like a grocery store though. Like I was saying though, I mean honestly, my whole thing with these is less being more. That's a lie. My whole thing with these pages is really less is more. You can use whatever you got. Like you can. Now if you want to, if you want to go get some expensive pens, you can do that too. But like you don't gotta do all that. Use what you got. Definitely use whatever you may got. To your like best ability. Use whatever you may got, bro. Just double down on it. Make sure you said bear. It's not a cat, is it? It is a kind of cat that I was doing on this one. It's definitely a kind of cat, but not like a Garfield type of cat, like a genuine a lion. Yo, thank you for the army too, Dick. The way color juices in his is wild. Thank you. Guys, he's definitely not like a young Garfield. And have you ever put butter on a Pop-Tart? It's so freaking good. If you haven't, I think you should. No, I've never heard of that. But I've heard people be telling me about like things that I've gotten people kind of suggest to me things like different food styles, different kinds of going about eating stuff like that. I'm a simple person. Like as far as like Pop-Tarts and stuff go, if I were to choose, I like the strawberry flavor a lot. Just regular schmegular strawberry. It's Tiger. It's tough, my guy. Thank you. Yeah, man. I'm a simple guy for real, bro. I'm a simple guy for real. I'm not gonna lie. That's a song from Family Guy. It very well could be, but I've never heard of putting like I've never done that myself. I've heard of some people doing some crazy food mixtures, but buttery Pop-Tarts is crazy. I know that they got all kind of like special flavors. Hey, whatever floats your boat, bro. Whatever floats your boat, man. I'm gonna kind of stay over here with my strawberry Pop-Tarts. I'm gonna keep gatekeeping. I'll leave you to the buttery Pop-Tarts. That's all you. You should be selling these. I'll be selling some of my pages. Let me. Cookies and cream Pop-Tart genuinely. How did you achieve this? I learned how to do this through my own experimenting. The more that you draw, most certainly it helps. Definitely learn the more that you do. See, I've never had like a cookies and cream Pop-Tart, but I know that the ice cream flavor is really good. Like out of all the ice cream flavors that I've had, cookies and cream is definitely a Hall of Fame. I've seen some peculiar flavors working retail, and that's the best way I can explain them. I won't say they're bad necessarily, but they got like a flavor for everything, yo. They got like a flavor for everything you could possibly dream of / imagine. But like I said before, I'm definitely a simple guy. Cookies and cream is genuinely just a golden flavor. See, I agree with you to an extent. I mean, I might like with ice cream and stuff. I'm cool, but I gotta like draw the line. Like I'm some stuff. I gotta like leave it to the ice cream and the ice cream alone. Like we don't really gotta like branch too far away from the greatness, you know. We don't gotta branch too far away from the greatness at all. There's some other really golden flavors, but definitely cookies and cream is up there. Definitely. Like whether you get like a Blizzard or like a McFlurry. I feel like they don't nerf the McFlurry though, low key. It's a cougar or mountain lion. No, this one is just like a regular lion. They dropped the patch note. The last time I went and got a McFlurry, bro, they didn't even give me the big spoon. I was sick. I think coffee flavor ice cream is the best, honestly. But I'm gonna be honest, man. Coffee in general, I really don't even be drinking. I be running off of like pure love of the game, pure ambition. The most caffeinated that I'll do, I've never really, honestly, on the topic of caffeine and all that, I've never really been like a coffee drinker or even a tea drinker. I'm very, if I'm gonna like drink anything, usually I'll be drinking like pop or something. I can fall asleep to this. No, bro, you gotta wake up, bro. You can't be falling asleep. The night is still not young, but it's not. We still got some time to go. We still got some time to go. I drank 2 Red Bulls today. They were cherry soccer flavored. You like sushi? Yeah, sushi's alright. Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you though. Like I be having to scope out the scene though. I'm not just eating sushi from anywhere. Like I heard like crazy stories about chefs. People done like low key died off of eating these crazy pufferfish because they weren't prepared right. Not that most people are gonna be eating poisonous pufferfish, but yo, you don't want to end up with a worse situation, yo. Oh, yo, what's up, Sasuke? What's good, man? What's good, indubitably? Oh, cool. Yeah, bro, but see, I be having to like scope it out though, man. You said young Gramps. Nah, the moment I be like, yeah, I'm smooth, man. You best around somebody don't make it right. Now you cook. Not you done got unalived by a pufferfish. I think the dolphins be inhaling their poisons. Dolphins be abusing them. They be abusing the pufferfish. I think it's always levels to it though. It's always levels to it. So you can't draw a hand. Well, you learn the more that you do. Dolphin, yeah, they be passing the pufferfish around. Yeah, they be abusing them. But animals be like, they be acting like animals don't be knowing what's going on. Animals be crazy. Like I done seen videos of dudes out and about. I just seen videos of these dudes surfing and the seals, they jumping out of the waves and straight up smacking surfers. Like they be trolling. And they know that you can't really do nothing against them. Geese be out mean because they know that you probably not gonna do nothing in retaliation. They be menaces to society. They know that they're protected. They know that they are protected. They be little menaces to society. They be taking full advantage of it. Seals do that because they look like food from underneath. See, I didn't even think about that angle. Man, I don't know. The sea animals are smarter than we realize. Are you using a reference or are you drawing from your imagination? I was looking at references for these. I was definitely looking at references. That's sick. Yo, thank you too, Tizzle. It wasn't like completely just off of the dome, even though that would be crazy. Off the dome would be insane. But yeah, apparently not that orcas and seals are the exact same, but I'm always a little bit skeptical when people be like, yeah, man, they're just animals. They don't know. Nah, they definitely be knowing. They definitely be knowing what's going on. That's what they want you to think. That is what they want you to think. Let me see. I got to make sure this next thing that I do, I have enough space for. That's kind of why I'm more hesitant on the corner of the page. Let me see. Back at it again. Yeah, indubitably the core. What's good, man? What is good, indubitably? If I do this right here, this I'm gonna make this into enough space. I had another animal that I wanted to have on this page. I had to make sure that I had enough space. I needed to make sure that I had enough space for little buddy. He they look like horses with a special camo. Like if you could imagine, like if you ever play COD or something, like you unlock different camos, different classes. They're literally just like horses. They got like a special equipped camo. Let me see my guy. Let me bring him to life. I don't want to press overly hard with these, but getting their body right. Have you done birds in the past? More specifically, so owls. Yeah, honestly, I have done more owls than you can believe. Me, as a matter of fact, me not doing owls right now is a surprise for the people that really. Owls and a lot of birds is usually my go-tos whenever I do wildlife. This is kind of outside. Yeah, I've done like a lot of birds. I've done like a lot of time lapses and stuff. Oh yeah, a zebra, that makes sense. Now, honestly, if that's your thing, I have done more owls than you can believe. If you want to see those time lapses, they're not all of them, but a nice amount of them are up right now. I got like there is more than you can believe. More owls, more birds. I got like a nice collection that I've built over time. It's gonna be one day where I like actually do like a behind the scenes. I'm gonna like show off my elusive bookshelf where I'll be kind of taking these two whenever I get done with the streams. I post majority of the stuff online, but some of it might not. They're definitely unique in their own way, for sure. They're definitely unique in their own way. I like the giraffe. The giraffe is interesting. This one isn't a giraffe though. I haven't shaped in the rest of his body. The giraffe is cool. This is definitely not a giraffe though. I know sometimes I be kind of trolling, but genuinely. Giraffes have black tongues. I can believe it. I seen a video where it was like they was just literally in the. I guess there's nowhere for them to go. They can't like go inside. But I seen a video where they were just kind of like out. They were just outside, just chilling in like a thunderstorm, just herded together. Zebra. Almost. Not quite. Not yet. Tortoise. Are you dual handling? This is quite incredible. Thank you too, Russell. A horse. It looks like a horse, but it's not gonna be a horse. I gotta like. I'm taking my time to shaping in his body first. But no, this one isn't. This one is definitely not a horse. It looks like a horse though. But no, absolutely not. Absolutely. Bro is not a horse. Even though he got the same build. He's trolling when you start drawing both at the same time. I have been drawing on and off this way since like 2024-ish. But really, I've also been kind of going at this on and off for my whole life. Even before I was drawing with the two, I would draw a lot with my right hand. I've had like years of on and off. Like I might draw for extended periods and I'll like slow all the way down. Then I'll kind of pick it back up. This is the most that I've done, maybe in like probably my life like this consistently. I try to just kind of pick it back up and get more into it. That way it wasn't just like something that I do and it just kind of fades. I slow back down with it. Left-handed, right-handed, you both. I'm more of a righty, but yeah, I can definitely like use both. Definitely can use both. You gotta make sure that you can see Brody's his build. You gotta be a Great Dane. No, he's not quite a Great Dane. You probably think it's a Great Dane because I haven't really been able to go through and just add his like detailing. You be going through a lot of pens. Usually, man, it like yes and no. Like not as many as you would think, because definitely not as many as you would think. It all really depends on what I'm doing, what I'm drawing. Seahorse? No, not on here. It depends a lot on like whatever I'm trying to bring to life. Bro, you went through like 4 last night, but that's the exception. They weren't like fresh new pens. They've been pens I have been using for a minute. Like it would be different if they were genuinely new. Already said a zebra. They weren't new. They were pens I had been on and off using for a while. It'd be way different if they were like fresh and I've been working with them. I've been using them for a minute. They've been a part of my collection for a minute. You know, like it would be way different if they were like fresh out the package. I hadn't used them. No. What are some good animals you would recommend drawing to practice realism art on? Well, I started a lot with birds. I did birds, and then I just kind of slowly transitioned other things in. But it's something that I would say start with birds. You seem like you were more interested in owls anyway, so definitely take that way. I would say birds, owls, hawks, all that. Even some eagles too. Whatever like is in that lane already. Definitely. That was kind of like my window to kind of slowly introduce the other stuff too. I started with birds and I just kind of slowly started introducing other things. But honestly, with me, I do stippling realism. It's also tedious but so worth it. For me, what I did was I didn't even really. I kind of had like a slower progression. It's a Pegasus. No, no, it's not Jenga. Um, what I did was I started with the faces first. Like I would do the face, and then I would slowly move into going with the flaw. Always helps for sure. I would start with their little faces, and then once I got like a grasp on the face, I kind of like moved into everything else that came with that. Yeah, I've had people come in and tell me about stippling before. I can't do bodies. Yeah, bodies are definitely hard. That's something I haven't really stepped into myself either, like with human anatomy. But this is only something that I've only just started really experimenting with, even with animals. And low key animals, you know, like I'll be looking at pictures and stuff with these, but animals they got complex bodies as it is. Like trying to just look at it. I'm looking at pictures with these. I haven't really truly sat down and studied animal anatomy. But animals got complex bodies. So even jumping from animals, I've been kind of just that's been my method. Just I mean it's slow, but it's like it's a slow process. Do you do anything to the pin tips? Did I say this is gonna be a zebra? Try against you with the bed though. I got it. So I said what's good. Is the live lagging for y'all or is it just me? Uh it's probably you refresh your stream. Refresh. Refresh. Just you. Yeah, try to refresh. Like restart the app on now and get on your end. Okay, cool. Thank y'all. But okay, as I was saying before, hey, just try to like just gradually work your way up. But this one, he said, man, that's a horse, bro. No, it's not a horse. You think it's a horse because I have it. Once you learn the movement of the body, it's way easier. Nah, this isn't a horse. It looks like a horse because I haven't given bro his look yet. He's not a horse. Can you add a horn? No, he's not a horse. Yeah, I added his custom camo. He's not a unicorn either. I haven't been able to give bro his camo. Y'all seeing bro, but y'all not really seeing bro. Y'all not really seeing bro. You're not really seeing my guy. Lock in, lock in. Yeah, I added his camo. This is not a unicorn. This is not, I repeat, this is not a unicorn. A mule? No, this isn't a mule either. I just haven't been able to give bro his custom, his drip, his fit. He's not fitted. He hasn't been fitted yet. Zebra or horse? Now y'all would think it's a zebra because like I said before, I haven't really been able to give him his camo, his war stripes. Definitely a zebra. That's what I was saying. Y'all, I know I can see why y'all think this is I can see exactly why y'all think this is a horse. Especially in the beginning, because I just shaped out his body first. Even though I've definitely that's something I've been wanting to come back to. Where I'm from, Derby is coming up. So I'm gonna like lock in and definitely do some horses eventually. As May is coming up. For sure. I hadn't yet thought about this. It's not a horse. You should add a little helmet. Nah, I'm not trying to make him like a barbarian. I'm trying to just give my guy something that just makes him him. Some kind of like defining element. Let me get him right. Let me get him just. I got to use my blue a little bit more here, only because to make him more pronounced, you know. Hyena? No, this one isn't a hyena. This one is not a hyena. He says zebra donkey. Nah. Love your work. Yo, thank you too, Russell. Right hand. I'm using my right hand a little bit less here, but he's a zebra. He's not a horse. I just I didn't get the chance to give bro his camo. That was why I was thinking he was a horse. He's not a horse though. Dinosaur? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's a zebra, yeah, for sure. It definitely, my guy is definitely a zebra for sure. Lock in, lock in. Yeah, I do. Can you give us a hint? Yeah, he's a zebra. I'm telling you exactly. I'm telling you exactly what he is. We been said a zebra, bruh. Duh. There was a couple of y'all that kept saying horse. You said how? What you mean? How do we trust you, bro? Bro, I don't know how it's. It don't really get no more straightforward than this. It don't get no more straightforward than this. What you mean? How? Now I can see if it's a cat and the cat is not clear, bro. It don't get no clearer than this. I've had some drawings where yeah you can argue like maybe that isn't what it seems, or maybe the Dragon Ball people they all got the same face. Give him his camo. I gotta equip bro with his camo. He's fitted. I gotta give my guy his camo that he spawns in with. It don't get no more straightforward than this though, man. Not gatekeeping the answer. Give him his loadout. Facts. You got to. You got to give bro his loadout, his fit. He's spawning with a custom fit. Have you sold these? Yeah, I have. I gotta give bro his custom. Can you draw a 1? Yes, but I don't anymore. Now the real challenge of where it's gonna get dangerous is I'm getting closer and closer to his face. He definitely isn't a no cappy. I'm getting more and more close to bro's face. That's we entering the danger zone, bro. We are now entering the danger zone for real. He said bro can't even draw scratching on paper. What do you mean? Can you do panda? I've never seen you do that before. I've done pandas before. How did you figure it out? Wait. How did you figure out you could draw this way? Well, I was experimenting. And you learn the more that you do. Bro just hating. Bro, you just hating, bro. He's passionate about his craft. Oh, all right. What if I just left him like that? He got a sleeve. He got a sleeve for his tats. Yo, what if I just like left this zebra just no camo on his face? Like he got tats. Like he didn't get all his loadout. He said no. Nah, I'm gonna leave him like that just for you. I just left him like that, just boom. He got a sleeve or give him some character. He can't be for the streets. I think my favorite superhero is probably gonna be Spider-Man. Spider-Man do go hard, Ethan. I've had a couple pages where I've done Spider-Man. Spider-People, Spider-Gwen. I'm definitely forever. I'm always gonna be biased towards Peter out of all the Spider people because Peter's like the OG. I got like a special respect in my heart for the OG. Definitely got I'm trying to make the stripes a little bit thicker. You gonna draw it, bro? Peter Porker. Nah, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. He's cool, but I haven't really done the pork version of bro. Usually whenever I draw spider people, I draw them like in the human form. Whenever I do my full theme pages, what I like to do is I like to pull from a lot of comic references. Can you do cars? I can, but I haven't in a while. It's been a minute. I mean, if you gave me some time to understand, like I'll have to kind of like mess around with it a little bit. Of course, I've done cars and stuff. Man, I know one day I did like a Volkswagen, bro. Somebody had me draw a Bugatti one day, bro. It'd be like really random cars. It'd be really random stuff, but I try to make it to where whenever I do cars, I don't draw what you would expect me to draw. I like to keep it to where it's not so like, what's the word? You don't want it to be too typical, too generic, too soulless. Not saying the cars are soulless, but I had one night where I was drawing. It was what was it, bro? Hang on. I'm getting a little bit distracted. Give me a second. Let me get this stripe out the way. Hang on. I done drew the Batmobile before, bro. It really depends on whatever I'm trying to do. What the vibe is like. Oh yeah, it was vintage. It was vintage. It was like a vintage Mustang. That's what it was. It's like one of my other ones that I've kind of dabbled with a little bit too. I've done a few of the vintage Mustangs. If you give me some time, I could probably draw some cars though. I don't really think I'm feeling it right now. I don't think I'm feeling it right now. But if you're interested in seeing cars or stuff that's more machine-like, I definitely got time lapses and stuff up that I've kind of like made over the time being. Definitely got some time lapses and all kind of stuff, man. Definitely got some time lapses up for sure. Can you do Transformers? Now that's been asking me, but that's something I've never really done Transformers before. To be honest, like I've done like mechanical drawings, but I'm gonna be out like I don't even know how that would. I'm sure that I could figure it out, but that's one of the ones where I don't even know how I would go about doing that. Maybe eventually though. Maybe eventually. I don't really know how I would do that. I don't know how to pull it off. I'll figure something out. And do you do pencil drawings? No, not really. I haven't really drawn in pencil in years. Years. Whenever I finally did pick back up my drawing in general, because as I mentioned before, I put it down for a couple years. I didn't really even mess with the pencils like that. Like I would occasionally make some line art, but I kind of like just nose dived into the pen art. I just kind of like that's just kind of like what I built my new foundation on. I just leaned into it. What's the worst is really going to happen? You make mistakes. It's just what comes with the game. And somebody asked me about butterflies. Yo, what's up, Paul? Somebody asked me about butterflies too. You have like a little page where you like show your artwork if you want to sell it. Yo, give bro ears. I'm gonna leave him. He ain't gonna have no face tats. His ink didn't load in on his face. His ink did not. He was like 95% complete on the print. Yeah, y'all, you worried about the wrong things, bro. You over here analyzing bro's ears. You worried about the wrong. I done got carried away drawing in his stripes. He's not allowed to hear. Nah, he got Morse code or something. I don't know. He got echolocation. He got echolocation equipped. He getting straight roasted. He getting straight roasted at the cookouts. That's tough, bro. You don't gotta cook my guy. He's almost there, bro. He's loading in. Because if I would look at one, he tapped the ground to communicate. I'm telling you, he be communicating in strictly vibration. Yo, zebra echolocation. I like to see it. Facts. Hey, he got a map out of the cave. I think to have an echolocation would be cool until you're in like a place like New York City. Ain't that where Daredevil live at? I don't know how he does it. I'll probably go crazy. That's too much. That's too much stimulation. Like if for whatever reason something happened to my senses and I had to be in New York, bro, my head would probably just explode. Vibranium. Yo, what's up, El Chino? Like if I had to live in New York and I had like super hearing or super senses, like the way Spider-Man just be in the element constantly. The reason I said it is just it's constant noise. Like whether that be from cars, it's like noise pollution. I mean, any big city's got noise pollution. Don't get me wrong, right? But somewhere it's genuine. You'll be a Ninja Turtle. Now, if I was like a superhero, a Ninja Turtle is crazy. I feel like being a Ninja Turtle, it don't even make sense. Because you can't be sneaky because turtles stink. You would smell a Ninja Turtle. Like the way dudes be like, man, you would smell them before you see them. I would not voluntarily be a Ninja Turtle. Yo, and plus exposure to the mutagen, that's look like it'd be painful. I'm cool, bro. I'm not trying to be out here like super musty. I'm cool. You're gonna be in the sewers with the rodents and the fiends, man. I'm cool. Yeah, you gonna know how to fight, but bro, they're mutants. That makes it even worse. That means the smell is gonna be more potent. They gonna have super must, not just regular must, super must, not the fiends. Yo, I'm cool. Even if I'm a Ninja Turtle, bro, like, hey, yo, at least wherever you go, you'll be accepted. Somebody you gonna be down there trying to just live your life. Super must, yeah. You're gonna be ticking for storm damage. Hey, bro, I'm cool. And it's for y'all. So think, one Ninja Turtle is probably like the smell is enough to paralyze even the strongest of us. Like you literally are like frozen, bro. That could be your superhero name. That could be your superhero name. Storm damage, bro. It's must, bro. I would just cease to exist. Like you're taking for HP, bro. Every single inhale. You're ticking. You're cooking. You're literally cooking. You are literally cooking in must. Just breathing it in slowly, like in and out, bro. I think if I really had to choose, I would rather not be a Ninja Turtle. Let me be anything. I mean, I'm not trying to be one of them little one of the Krangs either. Cause like look at that. Like look at the Krang. Not if there's no heat. No, if that you still gonna smell them. If you've ever been in proximity with small turtles, they stink. I think they're cool, but yo, they definitely it said it wasn't a choice. The Ninja Turtle life chose you. How do you get the proportions done so well, Jesus? Well, I mean it was very experimental, honestly. You gotta just try it. Like if I gotta really choose, you gotta give me something. You gotta give me something that's more potent than that, bro. I think being a Ninja Turtle is cool until you really think about like what does that really entail? You know, like what does being a Ninja Turtle mean for real? You live in the sewers. You down there with the rats. The rats probably got like super plague or something. If they so musty, how they get Megan Fox? Because bro, you got to think about it like stat attributes, right? Yes, they stink, but you got to look at it like it's a spreadsheet, bro. Because they're ninjas and I don't know, they train with Master Splinter. It cancels out the must. Like you got to look at it like a spreadsheet, bro. It's all calculated, right? It's a stat. You said there's no spreadsheet, bro. No, you gotta recognize their stats. Yeah, they might stink, but they gotta I don't know, man. I'm not knocking the hustle. You want to be a Ninja Turtle now that Megan is involved, bro. I mean, that's a great hook, right? I just don't want to be, bro. You gotta just be breathing that in. Like you got your four brothers, like, yeah, that's great, but yo, even with Megan Fox involved, bro, that's a lot of must, bro. I said they make masks. Yo, you surrounded by four Ninja Turtle dudes that are giant. You dealing with otherworldly. You said Prime Megan Fox is Transformers. Is that like so you willing to deal with the must? Not like I'm saying you dealing with the stat debuffs that come with being a Ninja Turtle. I would be a Ninja Turtle for her. You got priorities. I respect that. Definitely got priorities. I'm thinking long term game, right? Long term. But let me ask you something. Let's make this more enticing, right? How like what's even the guarantee that you signed this contract, right? You're not a Ninja Turtle. I'd be sent blind. Okay, but you'd be sent blind, but what's even the guarantee that you even gonna be the one that she chooses? Like, how do you know that you're not gonna be like the Yamcha of the situation? Like, yeah, you're a turtle, but like, what makes you think? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is there even a guarantee? You say you don't sign anything? Nah, it's already over, bro. You're a turtle now. You just signed the contract because I'll be the best. Use the must. Nah, ain't enough. No, but I'm just saying. Y'all y'all are making the assumption. You're making the assumption that you're gonna be the turtle that is with Megan Fox. And I'm saying that, okay, say you take this deal. You're a turtle now, but like what even guarantees that you're gonna be the turtle? You know what I'm saying? Like y'all are looking at the best case scenario. I'm saying you gotta do a sea tortoise. You're looking at the best case scenario. Like how do you know you're not gonna be just, I don't know, like the Yamcha of this situation? Like how you know you're not gonna be whichever is your least favorite turtle. How do you know that you're not gonna be your least favorite personally? You know what I'm saying? Like what if you take this deal, you take this contract. Wait, sea turtle, not a tortoise. They're like, I don't know what they are. They're not tortoises though. I think they're like genuine turtles. Tortoises, I don't think they'd be in water. But from what I remember watching the show as a kid, they would actually be in the water and stuff swimming around, which makes it even worse. So they got the stench of being a turtle. Then you got sewage water on top of that. And you got the fumes of being in the sewers. And your senses are enhanced. I don't know if that's enough to take that deal, bro. That's a lot of stench, bro. That's a lot of like breathing it in. I'm saying it don't matter my must because I can wipe a boy who says something. Bro, but yo, y'all were trying to entice me. Listen, y'all put a very good deal onto the table, right? You said, all right, cool. Everything works out. You with Megan Fox, fine. You know what I'm saying? You got April O'Neil. Cool, right? But I'm looking at it from a strategic standpoint of, right, you're still just It's not Teenage Mutant Ninja Tortoises. Facts. Hey, yeah, you got a valid point. It's not the Ninja Tortoises. Ninja Tortoises don't even sound right. But bro, they was trying to, hey, bro. I'm not trying to suggest anything, and I'm obviously just a TikTok yapper. But bro, do y'all think it's just a bit strange that we got reptilians living in the sewers that fixate on eating pizza, bro? Bro, does that mean something? They're bro. Don't forget the ears, dog. Bro, yo, they telling us something, man. Reptilians that live in the sewers that love cheese pizza, bro. They telling us something. They look like the gum tattoo. Have you ever been to New York? That's the least weird thing. Nah, it's no different than them doing it above the sewers. Teenage Mutant Turtles trying to tell us something. They trying to tell us something, bro. Hey, they're stealthy reptilians that live in the sewers. Lizards that like cheese pizza. Yeah, we're cooked. Hey, bro, we don't gotta be. I'm sorry for. We don't gotta get Master Splinter new. He probably did, bro. Probably did. So y'all are hating on cheese pizza now. Bro, I don't think that you understand what I'm getting at here. I'm the cheese pizza that you're talking about, unfortunately, is not the cheese pizza. Bro, you said POV, bro, gets banned. I didn't say anything. I'm just, basically, nah, you're gonna get banned, CJ Edward. That was your idea. Bro, y'all can't be saying that in the chat, bro. Y'all can't be saying that name in the chat. Yo, CJ Edward, I told you not to be saying those things in the chat, bro. Yo, hey, you know what I mean? Nah, I'm just a TikTok yapper, you know. But just, hey, bro, y'all can't, bro. Don't be typing out the certain phrases that's gonna get us put on the watch list now. Don't be typing out the name of the phrases. It's gonna get us put on the watch list. Okay. Said pizza water. Okay. That's more like it. They're here. Yeah, they're there for you. I don't know, man. As a TikTok yapper, bro, I'm seeing the big picture. Yeah, man, but he said I can't sense the nose. It's okay. Thanks for the ears. Yeah, I added them just for you. I should have kept them earless. I gotta give him his hair now. I gotta give him his hair. Yeah, bro, but the Ninja Turtles, reptilians, cheese pizza lovers, pretty eyebrow raising. Pretty eyebrow raising, huh? Give bro his mohawk. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, bro, if you draw the bite on the butt, I'll be the zebra from Madagascar. Nah, he's already fully. It all adds up. How's the bag, bro? What do you mean? Let me get, bro, how you doing this? I lose my placement. Well, that's the cool thing about using both. Because I always usually keep a hand on the page, I kind of can like keep, I can kind of keep like a good sense of where stuff needs to go. You can't overthink it. Yo, like, a lot of this is, you can't overthink this. Like, we having this conversation, but I'm still pretty centered in what I'm doing. I'm still fairly centered. It might seem a little bit chaotic. I won't even lie. It can be. Yo, thank you for the Heart Me Too, Fire. You said you missed it. Nah, you didn't miss anything, bro. We were just yapping. We were just saying a whole lot of nothing. Nothing of value was said at all. Yo, what's up, Unknown? We were educating. Nah, we weren't educating nothing, bruh. Yo, what's up, Zort? What's good, man? And all is well, man. How are you doing, Brody? What are you doing now, Unc? It wasn't nothing. Yeah, it must have been the wind, bruh. You're seeing things. You're imagining things. That was just some conspiracy theory. How you doing that type of drawing skills? Bruh, it's all conspiracy theory. Your eyes are deceiving you. There was never any art on here. Here's the zebra though. Here's the zebra. Now, let's not. Nah, it was actually a zebra. Yeah, it was. Man, y'all was doubting me, man. Y'all was saying it was a horse. There is definitely a time and place for horses, but I wasn't really feeling a horse, not on this one. How did you learn? I learned how to do this from trial and error. You learn the more that you do, goodness gracious. Yo, thank you. Definitely learn from trial and error. That's been like my whole strategy. Man, y'all over here, man. Yeah, I done told y'all, bro. We can't fly too close to the sun. I think that it's great to have these discussions, but the thing is, you don't want to become, you can't fly too close to the sun, bro. You can't. We gotta mix in a little bit of. We can be a little bit skeptical. Icarus, you gotta fly low. Shoot, get flying low. I'm camping on the ground. I feel like you never want to become important enough to become like on a watch list. Yo, what's up, Jackadamia? I can't come on here and not say hi. You know I got you. What's good? Indubitably. You don't want to. You said Icarus gotta walk. Facts. You gotta take a taxi, bro. You gotta hop on the bus. Yeah, let's switch the topic. I mean, man, listen. We could talk about wherever we could talk about wherever this goes. But I'm just saying, when we start flying too close to the sun, I gotta reel us back a little bit. You know, I gotta reel us back a little bit. So, any particular paper or sketch pads you like using? Honestly, I use whatever I have access to. This past like month or so, I've been using a different sketchbook. I sat there and had this one I'm drawing in now. I had it on my bookshelf for a minute. I just never used it. The paper quality is a little bit scratchier compared to what I was using in a lot of my earlier streams. I was a bit apprehensive on but a lot of y'all kind of like this one more than what I thought y'all would. So that's been part of the allure of me sticking to this style. But I tend to use like medium grade paper, like nothing crazy. Wait, I missed it. What is he drawing right now? Wait, don't tell us. Let us guess. Yeah, you definitely got to guess. If you enjoy what you're seeing, by the way, if you enjoy what you're seeing, definitely don't forget to tap the screen. Tap the screen. I want to get the likes up. Okay. Yeah. Tell me whatever you think this one's gonna be. Tell me. And for this one, I didn't want to. He never reveals the answer to the end, by the way. Sometimes I'll accidentally say it. There's one of these in the Ninja Turtles. I like, but you know, as much now you can obviously go down the rabbit hole. Actually, I like the Ninja Turtles though. Yeah, it was definitely some messaging going on. They were definitely saying something. But being a kid, being on Nickelodeon, man, I like the Turtles though. I like Splinter, Turtles, all that. Do you only be drawing animals? No, not at all. This is actually something that's a little bit different. I've been drawing a lot more anime. I'm confident on elephant. No, unicorn. Nah, it's not a unicorn. Y'all been asking me for a lot of unicorns. Maybe it's a walrus, obviously. Wait, no, Rhino for sure. Y'all been asking me for a lot of unicorns. I've never really drawn unicorns like that. I need y'all to lock in. It's a walrus, obviously. I need y'all to lock in. I need you to produce me some produce. You got soft hands. Come on, this is zebra with a horn. Nah, bro don't got his stripes. You guys know unicorns are a myth. I don't know where unicorns even came from. Even like, I don't even know. It's a lot of animals that are supposed to be myths. But do you know how much like unexplored? Now I seen one earlier. You know how much unexplored Earth there is? How much of the oceans are not even explored? Not saying the unicorns live in the ocean exactly. We don't know. Yo, thank you for the rose too, but I mean, I'm not. It's a lot of unexplored. I watch too much National Geographic, so you know what I'm saying. There's too much unexplored Earth. You said NASA stopped exploring the ocean too. They probably found something down there, man. They probably found something. I need you to produce me some cabbage, carrots, and corn. I need you to produce me some cabbage, carrots, and corn. I need you to produce me some produce. Exactly. It is crazy. It found something down there. You got soft heads, brother. You got soft heads. Bro, that's how he was saying it in the video. I need you to produce me some. How did you just have the message? Guys, what niche reference is that? Dude, it was just a video that was trending of this dude. I don't know where people would just be spawning. I think that what's so funny about this app is people would just be spawning. Because, like, when I seen, bro, like, I don't know how to explain it. It just, everything made sense. I'm so glad you know about that. Bro, hey, it was like one of my, hey, it was tough. I need you to produce me some produce. But my thing is, how did you just know? Now I got FOMO. Just look up, I need you to produce me some produce. Just literally. Quite literally, I need you to produce me some produce. That is the video, quite literally. that you got soft hands, brother. You got soft hands. I'll be saying that. You got the softest hands, brother. You got soft hands. Let me not get too distracted though. Let me not get too distracted. But yeah, people just be spawning in though. I think that's the richness of TikTok. Like you never really know what you're gonna see, and I love when stuff like that hits my feed because I can't really make rational sense of why I'm seeing that, but I'm seeing it. There is a car dealership name. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't even know if I'm able to say that, CJ. Rano. Maybe. That I can believe it though. I can definitely believe it. It happens IRL too. Bots just be rendering in and out constantly. Facts. Yo, yeah, you know what, man? I've kind of just come to terms. I think that we got like, I think that I might like, I was like thinking about this the other day. I be throwing around NPC, but to a degree, I'm probably like an NPC for some of y'all too though. Like we're all NPCs in some twisted way. I'm not a bot, trust me. Like I'm not saying I'm like I would consider myself to be like maybe like a mid-tier NPC. If we had to have a scale, I don't think I'm the most enlightened or like a woke person in the world. But like, as far as like NPC, like if there was an NPC scale, like we're NPCs to somebody else's story, right? Like you're the like it is what it is. This is dope. Yo, thank you too, Gil. And what y'all, I don't even know what that is, cuz. Like how other people be viewing me. Yo, what's up, Two Freak? Now there's an NPC spectrum, like we all fit into an NPC category in some way, shape, or form. There's nothing new under the sun. Bro's distracted. He had to go verify that. He had to go verify that I need you to produce some produce. He had to go verify it. I'm not an NPC. Now listen, in some way, shape, or form, I'm not calling you that in an insulting way. I'm just saying in general. Gramps accepted the Gramps tag, Palm Beach Pete. You're talking about people that just be spawning in and out. We're all NPCs in somebody else's life, yeah. I mean, whenever you're like out driving or walking or just thriving and living, I'll be a side character happily. That's what I'm saying. Like, to a degree, everybody is a side character. Like, we're all side characters in somebody's story. Like, I think that there could be multiple things that are true at once. I think that we're, yeah, side character, NPC. What are you sketching? I'm making this page just more grounded in wildlife. That's better. Being extra facts. Like, I'm just, sometimes I think that I'm like, yeah, maybe to a degree. It's like pushing NPC. There's nothing new under the sun though. But there's probably somebody else that's probably thought out this exact same thought pattern. And do you only draw animals? No, I kind of be all over the place with these. This is just a special occasion with this page. What's the background noise? A campfire, raindrops. It is actually a little fireplace ambience that I play. I put like a little fireplace. That way, if it happens to slow down a little bit, there's still something that's just in the air to where it's not like just silent, just nothing, no nothing going on at all. I tend to put on like a little sound. That way, it's not just overly quiet, nothing going on. But yeah, I'll be thinking about that. Like, to a degree, we all fit into an NPC subcategory. Glad you went with animals, to be honest. Refreshing, always switching back and forth. But I try to, because what I have like a fear of is like, I never want to clean these up to the point to where it's like I don't want to do so many anime people that I don't know how to do my animals anymore. Because that's kind of that's like what I started posting originally. Even with my birds and stuff. I never want to go so hard in one direction that I forget how to, or I lose my sense of my other topics too. That's kind of like what I like to, you said the fireplace. And no, earlier I thought the background sound was hitting the pins together. Yeah, no, I'm not like sparking flint and steel with my pins. Definitely not sparking flint and steel. Where's the zebra? Bro, I had that. He's gone. There never was a zebra. Draw a Bonnie rabbit. Now his house is just on fire. You got to cook, man. You got to stay warm. One way or another. You got to cook. You got to stay warm. You got to stay warm. Indubitably. You got to stay warm. You got to stay warm. Hey, he's coming together, though. Who's letting bro cook right now? You gotta. I got like my eyes on the page and my eyes on the stove. Indubitably got to stay warm. Facts, you do. Got to stay warm one way or another. Not too warm though. There always got to be a happy medium. Yo, thank you too, Merc. And has anybody ever heard of a game called Sons of the Forest? I don't have it on my. Yo, I don't. I'm gonna be honest. Is that like newer or older? Is it something on Steam? I feel like I've heard of it before. Is it like where you are you like in a plane crash or something? You land in the middle of a forest. I don't know how much it costs. I don't know. You said yeah, bro. See, that's why I don't know. I'm thinking I've heard of it, but I don't know. I'm thinking of something else. I played something like probably like 6, maybe like 3. Maybe it was 3 years ago. Maybe 6 years is crazy. I think it was around 2021. I played some kind of game where you was in a plane crash or something and you was dealing with a cult out in the forest. You said, nah, bro, look it up. It was some kind of game. Rapidly approaching. Oh, yeah. It is rapidly approaching. In all seriousness, you're not lying. My sense of time has been thrown off. My sense of time has been thrown way off. Like, even this year is flying. Time hasn't really been moving the same that it once did. Okay, so next time, y'all take it easy, Dom. Unk. Nah, it's definitely not Unk, but there's something going on with Tom for sure. Tom ain't been, hey, something's going on. Tom has definitely been doing what it be doing. How much would it tell me a huge portrait of Jesus? I usually don't draw people, but DM me. DM me. Time is moving quickly. Might be able to work something out. Time is in, and how are you doing this? Right. Let me see. You definitely learn the more that you do. Now, I'm always experimenting low key, whether it be with animals or just other wildlife in general. It's very much you have to keep trying. Just experiment. Keep on drawing indubitably. Keep on. Let me see. I remember as a kid, a year felt so long. I seen something, and it was somebody talking about how basically the reason that was it was because as we age, we have like a bigger frame of reference, and like as a kid, everything is new. Like you have an experience, mainly perspective, and how busy we are on a day to day. Really, as you age, there's more behind it. Yeah, and you have a lot more experience when you're older, and stuff is no longer new. It's more. I mean, you can keep having new experiences. Before a lot of people, what happens is you'll kind of fall into routine. I miss when a year felt like forever. Definitely. Like stuff just you have less to kind of pull from. Yo, and then low key, we scroll so much time away. We are like in like a constant state of scroll. That probably doesn't help either. It's multiple factors. I think. I mean, I'm also playing Van Helm. I think there's a lot that goes into that, the way that we perceive time. I low-key missed when I didn't have a phone and bedtime at 8. What up though? Yo, what's up, Estrada? Yeah, where you can kind of just turn everything off and just boom, you good. That's very real. That's very raw. Yo, thank you for the Army 2, Estrada. And what are you doing right now? Just take a guess. I don't want to outright say it just yet. I do appreciate the GGs too, Estrada. Just take a good, solid guess what this one just may be. Tell me whatever you may think. But yeah, I think that our sense of time, it has to do with our experience. Is this one an owl? No. If this one was an owl, it will be, I will make it look a little bit different. Take that and old Game Boy with Soul Silver over my phone and responsibility some days, not gonna lie. But like, you know, I've found myself at this weird crossroad because you mentioned in the older Pokemon games, right? What'll really make those games hit again is like we're all overstimulated. Like we're constantly, it's like letting go. It's like, would you be willing to kind of like take a slower life to be able to enjoy the richness and stuff like that again? Or are you like too you say you like too far go? It's like you gotta let go of constant stuff on this app, for example. I be thinking about that like, dang man, like if you have 5 second attention span over stimulated 24/7. Yeah, we all got like super crazy low attention spans. It's a B. We have everything at our fingertips, and I wish we didn't. I think it's a I think it's a double-edged sword, seriously, because on one hand, it's like, yeah, in theory, we have everything. We have everything. We have more than what we have literally seen more than a lot of people that are like that came generations before us, and that's crazy to even conceptualize sometimes. Like we, it's definitely a net negative. I think it's a double-edged sword because on one hand, I'm like, yeah, there's a timeline out there where people are just genuinely just a lot more grounded, a lot more just in the moment. I think that if like we didn't have our phones, a lot of us would quite literally be different people. And that's crazy to think about, like the way that the phone has an impact on us as an individual. I don't know if if it would be for the better or for the worse. How different do y'all think y'all would be if we didn't have our phones? Let's art style so much I used to draw like this whenever I was bored in class. Snake? No, this one isn't a snake. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, art just be hidden. Art definitely do be hidden for real. Whenever I'd be bored in class, I would draw, but it was never anything like this. It was so much better without the phones. But like I don't know. I'm somewhere. I really am somewhere in between. People be assuming AI is a positive. It's not. Kids are already becoming less intelligent. It ain't just kids. I think that I seen something. I don't know. I don't know if it's true. So I'm saying take this with a grain of salt. But it literally we're using less of our brain in the way that our brains are like muscles. And when you don't use a muscle, it atrophies. I was 26 when I got my first cell phone. So you have literally you got to like develop your brain normally. I've had a phone basically since I was like a little kid in my pocket constantly. That has definitely done extreme damage. Extreme damage. I think it's been I try to look at it like it's a good and a bad experience though. I think that it's a lot of people in my generation who have quite literally, for as long as they've been sentient, they've had some kind of device, just boom, it's there. You got to like have like a normal little jump start, normal little introduction to life. To be honest, I learn more on the internet than I do anywhere. I don't know if that's good. And so I'm saying like there's definitely it's a resource. It's amazing. No evidence, none of the stuff I used to do. Oh yeah, yeah. No constant recording. Yeah, it'll get to the point one day where humans can't take care of themselves anymore, dependent on AI. So you thinking it's gonna be like some Wall-E stuff? You know how like on Wall-E, the people had got real big and they was having like slushies and people they would sit in them chairs. And they had like the screen in front of them, just constantly going, constantly feeding them slop. Sometimes I teach myself better than my teachers on my phone for real. But just think though, like as people, here I'm gonna be devil's advocate, right? Like as people, we have access to more information than people have had access to in generations. I'm assuming we're all in similar places. Like we have more access to information than people that came way before us ever did. Yards ago, yo, thank you too, Maureen. Like I think that I genuinely do think it's a double-edged sword. Like we pretty much have resources that people. Wally was supposed to wake us up from AI. They gave us that was the blueprint. The Wally the Matrix. They looked at say, yeah, that's what we need. Wally the Matrix and Terminator. Listen, you gotta diversify. You gotta diversify it a little bit. Like you gotta. We're heading towards the extremes of the extremes, you know. It's been a while since I caught you live. Yo, what's up, Charlotte? It's me from Pennywise. What's good indeed? Charlotte's Web. It's all just evidence in plain sight, really. Yeah, but I mean, there's one of two ways. I have days where I'm like, yo, man, we're cooked. And I have other days where I'm like, man, you gotta just ride the wave, you know? Regardless, like Buddy said, humanity's gonna have to endure. Humanity is going to have to endure. I guess. You gotta just ride the wave. That's how to do a lot of things. Humanity is going to have to endure. People have endured much worse. I'm not saying that like it's gonna either endure or change for the better or for the worse. Yeah, for sure. We're gonna see some crazy stuff. I'm fixing to have a 1-year-old and I've been following. She was 1 month. Yeah, that's crazy. But congratulations. That's crazy, indubitably. Yeah, we people gonna have to lock in. It's gonna have to be a great lock-in session. For sure. For sure, indubitably. I'm trying to Yeah, man, I definitely know how it is though. I have days I'm like, yo, it's over, bro. We're cooked. Where do we go? Now other days I'm like, man, man, we're all still animals. Like, don't forget that. Uh, I think that we're like we're biological machines or something. Definitely. But it just can't go away at once. Humanity got to start somewhere. Okay, yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, quite literally, bro. It's like, well, listen, I mean, listen, he said, okay. Nah, I was kind of still thinking about the fact of just our little discussion about the changes. The changes, the changes, the changes. And whenever you said that, I was thinking of like some National Geographic stuff. That's kind of why I was like apprehensive. Some extreme National Geographic. But yeah, people have been doing some crazy. People have survived much worse. They say we said we were never monkeys. Hey, I don't know. I'm at a point now, yo, where I don't know. I don't know. I'm not writing nothing off. I'm not saying 100% certain. I'm just vibing. Cause like I said, you get into the lane of nobody knows. I definitely don't know. Share ancestry with them. Hey, I don't know. I don't know. And the fact that it's been worse than ever. And before advanced tech, so imagine how it can be now. Yeah. You can argue that, but people people have said I'm trying to like see the light in the tunnel and not be so doom and gloom. Cause like I said, I know how it is, bro. The writing on the wall is not looking great, but I'm trying to like look for, man, like there has to, like every single genjutsu got a weakness, bro. That's what Itachi said. Like surely there's some kind of way to escape the mechanism of the trap. Yet in the fact it's been, oh yeah, I already read that one. There's always some kind of out, you know. Whatever the out may be, I don't know. There's always like a weakness. Yeah, you can't just portray it all as negativity. Balance matters. Nah, I mean, it's pretty rough looking. It does make sense that we share the ancestor with them. We'll have to strengthen gain intelligence. But even the way that I don't get me wrong, I don't know too much about human biology, bro. I think that it's a lot that people, I don't know if we'll ever understand. But with the rise of all this AI stuff, one thing I do know is that we're like biological computers. We're like biological machines. That's why like low key, I never really fully understood programming and stuff, but whenever I was learning like the little bits and pieces I took away from my like computer parts class, and even dabbling in Java a little bit, like OG JavaScript. There's like a lot of like parallels between it's like there's like a lot of like religious parallel. Like I didn't really make the connection at first, but the way that we put together machines, and even whenever you're programming the hello world stuff, like it's almost like an imitation. Can I see your other one? Overthrowing the government is illegal, by the way, bro. You go try to get put on a watch list, bro. I mean, I was just reading a comment, and I'm not looking to try to get put on a watch list, alien. Yeah, this is everything I've done tonight. Yo, what's up, Icarus? Trying to get me. You trying to get me sent to the education camp, bro? Can you relax? Trying to get all of us sent to the education camp, bro. It is though. It says in the Constitution, bro. Alien, they're gonna send you. They're gonna send you to an education camp, bro. Um, man, they're gonna send you to one of those education camps, bro. You know, we gotta. There gotta be a healthy balance. There needs to be. Education camp is insane, bro. They're gonna send you. They're gonna send you to an education camp, bro. You better slow down. You said, bro, you better slow down, bro. Boarding school. True balance does matter. You better hey, slow down, Brody. Slow down. They gonna burn the knowledge into me. Hey, bruh. You gotta start saying the right things, man. You're thinking wrong. You're thinking the wrong thoughts. We're about to they gonna come get you for the speculation of you committing a crime. Not even that you did it, but you were just there's a high probability that you have a high chance of doing something. Did I just catch you yo, such a solid community, bro. It's just scribbling and scrabbling. Yeah. Yep. Hey, bro, alien trying to get us all sent to like an education camp, bro. You gotta slow down, bro. We gotta. There gotta be moderation. We can work our way up for sure, but there has to be a healthy level of moderation here because, like I said, the last thing we need is being flagged. You know, the last thing we need is being flagged. He said, "Don't." He said, "No disrespect." Thank you, bro. He ain't seeing the vision. He ain't seeing the vision. He ain't seeing the animals. He's not seeing the vision. Like I said, I think that it's so funny because on one hand we could be talking about absolutely nothing, and it'll just kind of like flip into something real philosophical, and I'll be drawing like the most obscure stuff ever. Like I'll quite literally be drawing, I don't know, like Chica from Five Nights at Freddy's, and we'll really be talking about some real stuff for real. Not no like, hey, stuff gets serious, even when it's not. Stuff gets serious even when it's not. Out of all of these, some of the craziest conversation I ever have on this app, I can't even lie. Oh yeah, this one was a hippo. I was taking my time trying to like figure out his shape. I didn't want to. I was hesitant. I didn't want to keep this one where it was only the faces. I've had some of these pages where I spammed a bunch of animal faces, and I wanted to kind of like stray away from it a little bit. What are some what's like another little animal that could fit right here? Like something else. I don't know if I have the space for, say, a giraffe or something. What I probably could have did was an actual elephant. I thought it was an ostrich at first. I haven't really done too many birds. I don't think I want to do any owls today because I've had. You said a little mouse. I want to do something that I don't think I've ever done before. It's some kind of, I don't even know what this is. It looks like a boar, but I don't think he's a boar. Maybe he is a boar. But hey, are there, hang on, bear with me. And I know that in some places they got boars, and boars be like 300, 400 pounds. They be huge. I don't know why I thought they were small, but apparently they're really dangerous. I don't know why I thought they were like little buddies, but no, they get huge. Pigs get huge, and then they be having like 1 million babies. A wolf, please. Pumbaa. Wild hog. Beluga. A rabbit. I want to do something else. We got boars here, and they're dangerous. That's what I'm saying. I didn't know that they were as dangerous as they are. They're apparently extremely dangerous, and they're invasive. I'm thinking like, yo, man, you know, they're pigs, right? You got infinite food, but no. Whenever they're out in the wild, they can start out as wild pigs, but their bodies, they literally go through like a metamorphosis, like locust. Like locusts, they start out as, I don't know if it's grasshoppers or crickets, but they start out as one, and their body like literally changes. It goes through a crazy change, and they like their bodies change. They think differently. They literally go through like a metamorphosis. Literally, they change. But boars, they change too. They grow tusk. I think their body, it like creates a lot more testosterone, and then their hair starts growing. Like their body grows a lot of hair all over it. I heard it in my head. I typed it out. Centipede. But yeah, it's some crazy stuff. I don't even. So you're drawing a boar? No. That is I don't know why you would think I'm drawing a boar. Definitely not drawing a boar. Definitely am not drawing a boar, brother. But yeah, man, that sometimes let me like shape out Buddy's cranium. Let me shape out. Be reborn a blind bird or a cheetah with vertigo. A blind bird or a cheetah with what is, I don't even know what vertigo is. What is that? They're like something with your bones. I think you're cooked regardless. Because if you can't see it, like birds, that's their strong suit. Like if you spawn in nature, that's your strength. Cheetah with vertigo. Oh, you talking about vitiligo? Vitiligo, okay. Cheetah with vitiligo, bro. You're cooked. You can't even blend in. You said vitiligo. I classify a bat as a bird. Nah, they're definitely not the same. Yo, the sensation of tilting, spinning while standing. Oh, I thought you said, I don't know why I read that as no vertigo. You're cooked. So basically, yo, either way, you're cooked. You're cooked. If you got balance issues, their whole thing is being able to run fast, speed. You're gonna die. Yo, that's your strong suit if you can't even run. See, I think that's interesting because that's your one strength. You're beyond cooked. Like if you mess around, you're unlucky enough to spawn in as a cheetah, and you can't even use the one superpower you've been given. Like you have quite literally been designed to run fast, and you don't even got that in your arsenal. You're cooked. When did you start drawing this way? I've been drawing this way since like 2024, on and off. On and off. You're quite literally cooked, bro. No, there's no amount of cope that can get you out of there. Yo, what's up, Pink? What's good, indubitably? How did you come up with that? How did you come up with that downside? Like I'm thinking, like normally, as a bird, you need to see. If you can't see, you gonna get snuck up on. Sorry, I just said hey for you. I was gonna say, yeah, they said you were going to sleep. What's good, indubitably? Welcome, welcome. Welcome, indubitably. But yeah, as a bird, your one natural superpower is the fact that you got supervision. And you losing the one thing that even gives you the ability to fly. I know that somebody was trying to be like, well, bats they operate in a different. They be living in little caves and stuff, and bats aren't that big, and they got echolocation. Like they got like workarounds to their vision issues. You know what I mean? And sound like I got the notification. Yo, thank you for the I'm new here too, Warren. Holy yap, locked in, bro. 400 comments. That's how you know. That's how you know. We be having philosophical discussions, man. Holy yap is crazy. Yo, hey, what is option C? What is option C to that proposition? Yo, thank you for the army too, Pink. Figured you want to see Unc. Give me an option C because you gave me bad and worse. W Rano, bro. Thank you. Surely there's an option C. And don't come up with something even worse. Like give me some leeway. Give me an option C. There has to be something. There has to be some kind of there has to be a balancing factor. Surely there's something. Surely there is something that we can work with here. It can't all be garbage, right? Sans in here is indubitably selective voice. I tell you, I got like a whole trademark vibe into the baby duck. No, definitely not a duck. A duck is a little different than this. This is a little bit more menacing, more dangerous. It's not a little buddy. I guess geese are dangerous too. Hedgehog scratches my brain for real. How old are you, guys? I'm 21, man. Indubitably, bro. I'm telling y'all, once you start using that word, I miss the other ones. Can you do? Yeah, I got you. Let me finish drawing little buddy's face, and I got you. I'm gonna draw on little buddy's cranium. He's a little boar. He's definitely a boar. I gotta make sure that I shape in his. He said you aren't even Unc for real. No, man. They be calling me Unc, man. They be calling me Unc, and I'm definitely not an Unc. I got some time. I got honorary Unc. I got hit with like an honorary rank, bro. It be little, I guess, little toddlers, bro. They be people in here that's older than me calling me Unc, man. They done spiritually aged me up. I guess it's just what comes with the game. And I've been spiritually aged up. Oh, where did I get a duck from? I don't know. I don't know, but definitely not a duck, man. This is somebody said Pumbaa. You wasn't even lying. Now you just rapidly aging. It's already nah, man. That's what the philosophical discussions. That's what it'll do to you. If it doesn't drive you crazy, it'll age you up a couple of years. Yo, thank you for the heart puff and the wink winks too, Pink. If it doesn't drive you insane, yo, low key. That's why I had to like slow down with the philosophical stuff, bro. Because the people that really be thinking hard about that stuff, they don't really got the best outcome, the best end game. Dudes be retiring from life a little bit earlier than what they're supposed to be. Serrano or Lioness, I can remember. My unc is 19 and he is an unc. But how does bro being unc translate to me being unc, bro? Why come because dude is unc? Why does that translate and pass over here? Like this is not a community this is not a community unc designation. Why come because bro is unc? Why do we all gotta be unc? I rebuke that with my soul. I rebuke. Yeah, the moment I get done drawing in, buddy, Lil Pumbaa. Yeah, I gotta dodge them unk allegations, bro. Unk allegations. It's all kind of little animals on here, though. I got you. I'm gonna give bro his little hair. I'm gonna give bro young Pumbaa. I want to make it to where his little 21 ain't bad getting there though. All right, thanks for the reassurance, bro. Thanks for the reassurance. Good looks. I like the animals. Thank you. Thanks for the reassurance, bro. So he said, well, you might not be there yet, but getting there soon. It's rapidly approaching. Nah, bro, you don't gotta pass the unk torch on. You don't gotta assign the unk transition. I got a little bit of time. I got a couple of business years before I step into the unk. I'm gonna need my child support. You are behind, gang. That's tough. I think you got me confused with somebody else, coach. It's crazy. It's a crazy follow-up to what I was just saying. That is crazy. We've been over this. I'm afraid I don't think we have. Child support is insane. Yes, but yo, and all the time, yo, it's such a crazy follow-up to what I was just talking about, man. That is crazy. It's neat. Thank you. That is such a crazy follow-up. What we're talking about rebuking unk allegations. He said, go buy me too. Don't be, yo, don't be trying to, like, this is not a gang up on running by Saul one more time. Yo. I'm afraid I've never seen that lady in my life. Running by Saul one more time. Nah, man. It's probably another Jason out there in the universe. It's multiple of us. We all got the same name. It's a million Jasons. Our 19 kids are starving, and I'm in the trenches. Are you ambidextrous? Yes. Tell me sleep, bro, in a good way. And take it easy. Good. My dad's name for real is Jason. I'm claiming you as the father. This is straight up Murray. This is some Murray stuff, yo. I think that's this dude's name. I'm rebuking unks, the unk status, the baby mama paying the payments, bruh. Yo, thank you for the rose too, good. Definitely don't got no little ones. Father of the masterpiece is coming together. Thank you for the go too. I appreciate it indubitably. Literally not just made your internal monologues broadcast anytime you're in public or constantly hear people's most negative thoughts. Yo, your internal monologues broadcast anytime you're in public. Man, I'm gonna be honest. My internal monologue is like, I heard that people don't have that. Like there's a lot of people that just genuinely don't have like an internal. There's nothing. They just be existing. Okay, but let's analyze that. Your internal monologue broadcast anytime you're in public or constantly hear people's most negative thoughts. Bro, oh my gosh. That's another tricky one. I think that I just broadcast my internal monologue. Like it gets to a point where we all gonna be collectively going through the extremes of the ups and downs. Thank you for the finger hearts and the TikToks too, Pink. Thank you. And the 3 perfumes, I appreciate it. So either you wild businesses out there, or you hear the most depressing, negative stuff all day. That's what I'm saying. Like, you become a sponge. I mean, yo, like, dealing with your own mind already is like, it's like, all right, bro. But then you gotta deal with the weight. You gotta deal with the weight of somebody else's, like, bro. And it's being like broadcasted. It's like a podcast. It's like doom and gloom, just straight into your cranium. You can't even. It's like an unskippable cutscene. You ever get like a YouTube ad that just starts? You said trying to stack the donuts, but I do appreciate the donuts too. I ended up missing it, but thank you, Pink, and thank you for the heart me too. Good, bro. It was something that I missed. It was, I don't know, man. My internal monologue will be all over the place. Sometimes it'll be like, I'll be having to try not to laugh when I'm out in public because I probably be looking like low key like a schizo or something, bro. It's like, well, what is dude laughing at? Like genuine joy, internal monologue. I have a love-hate relationship with my internal monologue, yo. How did you learn to do this? You gotta read the Elder Scroll, bro. But hey, I gotta just emphasize though, like it ain't no like mental illness aspect to it all. Thank you for the hand heart too, Pink. Imagine all the negativity with the fake rubber smile surrounding you daily, hearing all the whining. I think that to a degree, I think that everybody wears masks, and I think that do you really want to see behind the mask? I'll be having like a hard time. Sometimes I'll be having like a hard time just in day-to-day interaction though, because like I be feeling like stuff is fake, low key. I'm not saying, I mean, yo, you know, you don't gotta like broadcast your life out to the world, but I'll be having like a hard time with that too. Be feeling like stuff is fake. Like we're all like acting. Like everybody is acting. I'm not saying like, oh, I hate the world because we're all paid actors. No, man. I'm like, dang, I genuinely don't even know how to function because stuff is like. Yo, I appreciate that too, Uncle Ruckus. I appreciate the vibes, man. Yeah, but you seeing, I mean, I be feeling like sometimes you know when stuff might not be the most genuine. But if you get that extra input into you get the extra, hang on. You really like you can sometimes you can get a feel for a mask, but sometimes if you can straight up hear that internal, I don't want to read people's minds, bro. I'm cool. Cool. That'll really make you. He said Uncle Ruckus. That's what bro's name is. I was just calling bro by his name. Give me a second. That's bro's government name. Hang on, man. Hang on. I'm locking in, y'all. I'm looking for a solid reference picture for my next thing. I'm focused. I'm getting focused. My own mind loud enough already. Y'all keep your internal monologue to yourselves. That's what I'm saying. But what I was getting at earlier is I realized that there's a lot of people that don't have that. There's a lot of people that genuinely no internal monologue or anything. They just exist. I don't know if that's a gift or a curse. It's like I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, that would definitely get overwhelming. And Uncle wants to impress me. Facts. Gloria and Pumbaa. Okay, yeah, here's everybody. Yo, by the way, I didn't outright say it, but this was a lioness. There's some people be saying that a lot. I can imagine we'll be hearing intrusive thoughts. Yeah. I think I'm cool. I think I'm good. This is a zebra, not a horse. Definitely, this is a zebra. I gotta clarify. Y'all seen bro without his stripes. That's a zebra. Seen bro way earlier. I think I'm gonna do one. What's impress his fave? Y'all really be competing. That's tough. Loud mind. You can't turn that off. You can't. Yo, like how long does the power last for? Is it like something that you gotta just thug out for a week, or you genuinely You have to hear people's internal monologue for the rest of your life. Like how extreme does it go? How extreme does it? How far? Oh, it's forever. Dang, man, you can't, like, there has to be an out. Like, you stuck with it. Anyone in close proximity to you, oh, nah. So you haven't just straight up, you haven't not only your own internal monologue, but you haven't everybody else's internal monologue just broadcasted into your head constantly. Yeah, I'll probably just move somewhere isolated. That'll probably make it worse. Just because you're not in proximity don't mean you won't be hearing it still. Just because you're not in close proximity, it doesn't mean that you won't be hearing what is really going on. I would honestly say that you're probably cooked regardless of what you. Every time you got to use a 4-foot chopstick or heavy suit of armor every time you use the bathroom. I imagine that using 4 feet long chopsticks wouldn't be that different than how the dudes that be operating the little puppet dudes. You know what I mean? I feel like if I really, really needed to, sometimes I forget I can just scroll and not stress on the hypothetical questions. Nah, you be feeling the weight of these existential questions. Yo, what's up, Zeph? And thank you for the roses too, Nat. What was the other one? It was a boar. It was a wild boar. Heavy suit of armor because I'm already sitting down. Yo, but when you say heavy suit of armor, I need you to like put it into context what that means. Are you like in Fallout armor where you gotta actually go through a whole multi-step journey just to get out of it, or you just kind of like you kind of just slip it off at any time? I'm like a knight. Oh no, it's knight armor, but at least it's not heavy though. It could be worse. I'm thinking Fallout armor where it's genuinely clunky. You gotta be finding nuclear reactors to even use it, or you only use it when you gotta go to the bathroom. But the question is like, who are you defending it? Who are you in defense mode from? What are you in defense mode for? You're going to war in the bathroom. You're cooked. You're all the way cooked indeed. In defense mode. I think I'm taking the 4-foot long chopsticks, bro. I just eat less, I guess. On and off anytime you gotta you gotta hit the bathroom, gotta wear it while you're going. Chainmail, metal armor, and weighted arm and leg band. So you adding a whole element of garbage. You adding a whole, yo, what's up, Sky? You adding a whole element of like, you making it worse. So it's weighted. It's like you have the weight of the world on your shoulders, basically. I would get upset in like the clunkiness of it. I would really get upset over that, man. It's like, why? The sound will probably drive me insane. The sound will be too much. The weight of your life choices. See, that's exactly why I'm just going with the 4-foot long chopsticks, bro. I just eat a little bit less. I'll be all right. Like, it would come to a point where I would like become one of them little puppet master dudes. I'll just become like a professional with the chopsticks, like, quite literally. It can't be that much worse than this, right? I'm like, this isn't a 4-foot long. What's 4 feet like? This is a foot. Wait. This is maybe. That's maybe a foot. So 4 of these. This is 12 inches right here. And thank you for the hearts too, Pink. And the weight. Yo, how did you learn that you could? Let me move this back down. I learned that I could do this through, you gotta experiment, you gotta draw. You gotta keep on drawing. And then once you do that, you draw a little bit more. And then eventually, once that is done, I think that there gotta be like a workaround though. Yeah, I think that it would turn into like a Rock Lee type of situation where you were in this weighted armor, but you would become so used to having it on that it wouldn't even phase you anymore. Especially, I mean, it's heavy, but it's not that heavy. Dudes who wore armor back in the day. It's genuinely just people just wearing armor. The guards. The guards. I think that I'll be all right. I'm still going with the most challenging decision. Like, go ahead and go ahead and like throw me into the situation where I can just use armor. What's noise? Yo, accidentally calling every dude in public daddy for the wait, what? Or a perm ringtone of a woman screaming. It's kind of crazy, bro. I think I'm just having the permanent ringtone of the woman screaming, bro. I could just be like, oh man, I was watching a crazy video, or the Instagram reels. Like I would come up with some kind of like astronomical crazy level of cope. Socrates want to say use pink ink, and I believe it. Or I said Socrates, yo, Socrates, goodness. Did you finish that alien with the spiky dreads? The alien with the spiky dreads. Did I finish? You scream like you're gonna lose your life, bro. You'll be honest, man. Twitter is a crazy place. I just be like, I was scrolling on Twitter, bro. I wasn't trying to see that. I would come up with an astronomical. I'll come up with something, bro. I'm coming up with something. That's a slippery slope, Paul. It's a slippery slope, man. That's a slippery slope. I just say it was some crazy video on Twitter. Because Twitter is throw the phone half time on accident, like, hey, yo, wrong call, though. I just, like, I work retail, and one of my things in retail that I've had to do is take people's groceries out to their cars. And sometimes I have to, like, walk up to people's, like, their driving window. It's always interesting because I've actually seen people watching some crazy stuff. Not like to where I'm trying to be in people's business on their phones, but you kind of just, when you walk up to a car, you have to kind of look down, right? Like I wasn't trying to see what I seen, but I try not to look at people's phones whenever I try, like, I don't want to see anything I'm not trying to see, right? But I definitely have seen some crazy stuff working retail. Please tell us what you've seen. Bro, he was watching some crazy videos. Just watching some crazy videos. Let's put Buddy on blast. He says how I be singing. Hey, yo, wrong call. Whoa. This is dope. Thank you too, G2. Drawing Buddy's horns. I'm just kind of making his horns extra horn-like. Yeah, I think, yeah, it was some prawn, bro. It was some, yo, why did you spell that like that, bro? What's going on? Yeah, hey, that was genius. That was a genius way to put that. He said some prawn. Yeah, it was definitely some prawn, bro. Dang, bro, you drawing me. I wasn't trying to see that, but like I said, I wasn't trying to like look down. I wasn't trying to see Buddy's phone. Like I'm not trying to, cause I'm just trying to do my job. That's one of my it's always an interesting element to my job. I gotta like walk up to people's car doors. It's like customer service. Type of fish and prime. Yeah, because we definitely talking about fish right now, bro. We talking about some fish. We definitely, I don't know how you be doing that, bro. It's the magic, man. You don't want to ruin the magic, the fun. You don't want to ruin, you're ruining it. Some bizarre fishing videos. Yeah, it was definitely some bizarre fishing videos, Brody. It's definitely some bizarre fishing videos. So bizarre, as a matter of fact. Oh, I kind of wish that I could unsee them. But I do think that Twitter, or X videos, as the CEO calls it, Twitter is the Wild West. I would say for sure. I genuinely stand 10 toes on that opinion. But thank you for the heart puff and let them cook and the go-to pink. Now you saved them all. When you say you saved them all, what do you mean? That's wild. I don't think you can do that in public. What do you mean? I mean, I wouldn't about to report Buddy to the feds. I'm just, yo, look, at the end of the day, I'm like, I just work here, bro. I'm not here I just work here. I quite literally just work here. Anytime stuff be going down, whether it be like fiends in the store, I just work here, bro. Nothing more, nothing less. I'm trying to do my job. That's why I stopped drawing too many sweats. Nah, bro, believe me, bro, there's always a bigger fish. There's always a bigger fish. Bro is playing. There's always a bigger fish. At the end of the day, bro, I'm not here to like pry into Buddy's watching affairs. I'm just trying to do my job, man. Lock in. Lock in, lock in. Like I said though, definitely some bigger fish. Nah, but I wouldn't. Nah, now listen. This is where the conversation is overlapping because I wasn't saying there's always a bigger fish. I wasn't saying it in regards to the phone story. I would just say that I would say that with bro said there's too many sweats. There's somebody else probably make this look like some like level wood. Hey, bro, it's all about perspective. It's always about perspective. This there like there's ranked and there's diamond league and there's buddies. Is that dude even a human? Is that a human? He said very respectful. Seen Jolie and Maleficent for this one so far. I know what you meant. Nah, bro, I gotta clarify though because the water be getting murky, man. I gotta clarify. I gotta absolutely stay as clear as possible. No twisted words, no stray clips, none of that, man. Nothing can get taken out of context. I gotta make sure. I have to make sure. Let me scroll down a little bit. Me scroll down. Hey, where that water definitely getting murky, huh? Mind boggling. I don't know what you're trying to imply there, alien. Third, can you write with both? I can. I'm more of a righty though. I'm more of a right-handed person overall, but I can write with both. I will give you a demonstration, but every time I be trying to do a demonstration, everybody give me the most difficult words, the most challenging, plus 9. Whole lot of movement to make the water murky. Every time I see that, I think of that clip of that old dude. He said, "What's all that movement back there?" Man, anyways, but yeah, man, I can write with both. To answer your question, I'm an untrained meteorologist. It's almost tourist season, bro. Fiending, bro. Stop it. Older, I don't even know what that is, Paul. I genuinely, but that'd be the type of stuff. That'll be the stuff that somebody will ask me to write out whenever they be like, "Hey man, can you write with both?" I can, but I'm not writing that out, man. I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what that means. It was like supercalifragilistic. That's what somebody. I sat there. And next time if I ever do anything like that, I'm gonna be like, I'm not writing that. That word is one of the ones. My B-day isn't exactly 1 month. Hey, your 15th. Hey, happy B-day, bro. Or happy early B-day. Unk is rapidly approaching. Write the whole number of pi. Hey, if the most that I'm gonna do is probably 3.14. Mine's 16. Y'all got 1 day apart. 1 day apart. Definitely not writing the number of pi though. That's not for the week. And then there ain't even no definitive number for pi. What always blows my mind with math is math to me is the equivalent of a lot of the banking numbers. It's just we're dealing with imaginary numbers in imaginary space. Like it gets to a point to where like I was seeing people talking about the value of modern day companies. It's not even real numbers. Like it gets to a point with certain math equations where it's not even real. Like we're not even working with real numbers no more. We're just speculating. This is purely, what is even the point? This isn't even like a legitimate, this isn't legit. This is false. Like what is, somebody was trying to explain to me the math that runs our phones. I made the mistake of even trying to even think about this, but our phones and stuff deal with a lot of imaginary numbers. It's just purely speculation, which I don't know. I don't understand how that works. I don't understand how that works. Why is Charge letting me this one looks extra 3D? Because he sees he's locked in. Bro is locked all the way in. He's coming straight at y'all though, not me. He's coming straight at y'all, not me. Oh, he said, "Wow, it's a good statement." Probably not. I have to go to seniors honors day that day. Been special. You threw me off. So the numbers on our phone is just a concept. I'm pretty sure. I think that our numbers, the numbers that run our phones, it's imaginary. Yo, double check that though. Double check that because it's been a while since I looked into that stuff. Double check that. Double check that. Before you run with that, definitely double check that. Just in case I don't think that I'm wrong. Seniors is in high school. Seniors, nah, bro. We go. Nah, ain't nothing wrong with the little home, bro. It's okay. We're not judging you, little senior citizen. Listen, man. This is a relatively safe space, bro. We're not judging you. This is a relatively safe space. We really be kind in here sometimes. I'm not drawing your meat either, bro. We're not drawing your meat. Vex, we're not. I'm not drawing your meat, dog. I'm drawing National Geographic, yo. Lock in. All right, Gramps. Lock in. Draw yourself a bath twin on my soul. It's crazy. Tell her that's tough. You told bro to fetch the bath water. They aren't fake as much as they're based heavily off complex numbers, which include imaginary units. Okay, that sounds like a much more. That sounds like a lot more. But you know what I'm saying though. Like it deals with variables that are like, I don't understand, man. And how long you been drawing for it? So fake numbers with extra steps, exactly. It's all math. The unfortunate thing I realize is that everything is math. Everything is shapes, bro. Unfortunately, you can't get away from it. You cannot get away from it. It does catch up to you sooner or later. So when the day comes, I'm about to actually go back and it's too drawing is geometry. It is, especially these. The more that I do of these, the more that it wasn't my intention to make these as shapely as they are, but everything in this is shapes. Unfortunately, everything is geometry. It's a little bit clearer with my omnilinear art, but this is shapes too. It's just shapes with, whether it be straight lines or it's like vertical and horizontal lines. It's a mess. Understanding shapes helps with it does, but I get a lot of questions about that, and my solution is you definitely learn the more that you do. You definitely learn the more that you do, and it's something you build up on. But yeah, man, you can't really get away from it. But best believe the imaginary numbers is the one thing I tend to stay away from for as long as I can. Unless I just absolutely, for whatever reason, turn a new leaf and I have to know about imaginary numbers. I might have missed something. Yo, what's up, Baby Lisi? And how long you been drawing for? I started I've been on and off doing this for my life, but it wasn't until relatively recently that I even was able to grasp a lot of the stuff that I do on these lives. It's something that I've built up over the past 2-ish years. Probably repetition. Yeah. Repetition definitely helps. My problem is starting a piece because I feel it never looks the way that I want to draw it. But yeah, as I was saying before, it's something you build up on. It's something you build up over time. It takes time. And even if you don't get it immediately, if you said 6'7", I'm gonna guess the color of your eyes darkest brown. Yeah. My problem, you locked in through the cameras. But like I said, man, it's one of those things. Dang, do I even got enough space for this one? I might need to come over a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Yeah, you learn the more that you do. And even if you don't go about it the traditional way, repetition helps a lot. Because I'm not really formally educated in the sense of doing these. I learned what I learned through a lot of trial and error. And whenever people ask me, I really did pick this up through experimenting. This is going to be just enough, just barely enough. What do you think about she and starting to draw? Say I'm 34 and I've been drawing. And you said I've been drawing, but I want to start like comic tunes. I would say go for it. It might take time though. It took me a lot of on and off messing with lines, and just the sooner you start, the easier it'll be. The sooner you start, the easier it'll be. Even if it doesn't look how you want it to look at first. Dark brown or blue. No, I was gonna say my eyes are like dark brown. And comics, posturing, heroes. But yeah, man, you learn the more that you do. And the sooner you start, that's what opens the door. What are you drawing right now? I'm doing some wildlife. I don't want to outright say what this one is gonna be just yet. Just bear with me. Just bear with me. But yeah, you might. What I've realized that you're gonna have good days and bad days. There's a lot of different aspects to drawing comics for sure. And I'm gonna be honest too. Comics that's like a different beast because you got to learn posturing and anatomy. So good luck for sure. Don't tell me. Let me guess. I won't tell you. Madagascar characters. It's stuff that's kind of in that lane. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's a can of worms. I don't really fully have like the deepest knowledge on anatomy either. But like human anatomy, but it's something you start. The more you do, I think that what helped me a lot with human anatomy from what little I've done is definitely drawing Spider-Man. I think that Spider-Man is low-key a cheat code. Just experiment with Spider-Man. Look at some comic pictures. I like to use the comic pictures of Spider-Man though. That's like my favorite ones to pull from. What style of drawing do you say you like doing the most? I tend to gravitate. I go back and forth from this more scribbly style, and then I'll also do my omnilinear line art too. My omnilinear abstract line art was the foundation for me understanding this. I always fall back on everything being shapes, but this is like a byproduct of my other line art that I was making before I even started drawing animals and wildlife and everything else that I be drawing. The hardest part is starting. The hardest part is definitely starting. If you can get over that hurdle of just actually putting whatever you're going to use to the paper, that's where, I mean, that's like one of the challenging parts. But then doing that and just actually consistently drawing, that's the most difficult part. Because you're going to have good days and bad days. But if you keep at it, you'll grow in ways you can't even imagine. You could, like, if you scroll back far enough, you could see some of my really old stuff. It took me some time before I was as comfortable with animal shapes and all that. You build up on it over time. Definitely build up on it over time. Okay, but love your omnilinear line work. It's so tough. The Itachi drew last night was sick. I do appreciate it too, Alien, but it's so funny because with that stuff, I kind of slowed down, but that's what I originally built my pages off of, my omnilinear art. This is an extension of that. And why would you want to see your ex ever again? You ask me another philosophical question. You drawing a snake? No. This one is not a snake. This one is not a snake. It'll become more clear once I give bro his details more. But I'll always be mentioning that too because my omnilinear abstract art is the foundation for this. I'm not saying you gotta like experiment in the exact same fashion, but everybody got like a different what's the word? Like a different journey. There's multiple ways to cross the road basically. But low key, the hardest part is starting, bro. The hardest part is starting. It's kind of like it almost reminds me of like the people that be playing the long-term Minecraft worlds. I'm right here. And that one Pokemon, where's spiked alien somebody was talking about? The spiked alien. Now that one, I don't know. When they said a spiked alien, I don't even know what bro was talking about. I haven't really done any Pokemon today. Are you talking about from one of my past live streams? I have a few that I've yet to edit up. But they'll be up soon. I've been like putting it off. I gotta like actually do my voiceover and edit it. I've been just more in the zone of actually getting things drawn up. Really, what I need to do is get another drawing book. If you ever wanted to change in life, it requires changes first. Same with learning to draw. Got to start literally. But yo, it's a whole lot easier said than done though. It's a whole lot easier said than done for sure. It's way easier said than done. Yo, what's up, Nate? This is an earwig. I can't tell yet. Nah, once you see, bro, it'll make a lot more sense. Just give me a second to bring it to life. Once you see him, you won't be able to unsee him. You won't be able to unsee Buddy. I'm giving him his detail. Just gotta figure out what you want to draw and learn to deal with hating it until it's not as bad. Yeah, you gonna be like, that's another part of it, man. You're gonna have days where you're like, dang, this is really cool. You gonna have other days where it's like, brother, what is going on? You can get through the bad days. It'll definitely get better. It's a woolly mammoth. Nah, definitely not a woolly mammoth. It's like this is tragic. Am I okay? Nah, it's very much tragic. It's very much tragic indeed. But it's a part of the journey, bro. It's a it's a part of the journey. You gotta ride out the wave until it makes sense, even when it doesn't. My favorite mod, yes or yes? How you gonna give me like a you ain't even give me no leeway, no option A or option A. Y'all hear that? Two freaking aliens. Y'all got competition, bro. Y'all got like a mod hierarchy. You gotta have like a Mortal Kombat match now. That's what we doing. Mortal Kombat match. Last team standing. Last team standing indeed. You guys are on the same team. I was first. That's tough. That is very tough. Don't want to make his leg a little bit longer. I was afraid that his little leg was kind of short, but let me see. Make his little leg. I gotta make it to where it all makes sense. It all aligns. It all falls into place. I will tell you, like, something that's really random that I do enjoy whenever I do these kinds of pages. I do enjoy drawing hippos. That's really random. I don't even know if hippos are my favorite. Never skipped a day of mod duties, by the way. Uncle setting me up for failure. He goes live when I'm supposed to sleep. Nah, it's just, bro, my sleep schedule is crazy too. I've kind of considered like getting on earlier. I think there's like a vibe for the late night though. I don't know if I've gotten on earlier in the day, but the vibe isn't the same. It's weird how that works. The vibe isn't the same. I've done it. Definitely done it before. Priorities, brother. For sure. For sure. I've definitely considered it though. I'm not saying that I won't never, but yo, it's just there's. You look, he starts streaming around 12:30ish. I noticed. Nah, but it's funny because at first it slowly went back more and more. At first it was like 10ish, then it became 11ish, then now it's like 12ish. It just I might reel it back in a little bit more. I gotta just see. I bet mod duties, priorities. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, it's a little bit of both. Priorities for sure, but I do enjoy getting on her. It's just like my sleep schedule is cooked, and I now realize that y'all be up with me too. So maybe I'll see. I'm not saying this is gonna be something immediate. Just with time. With time, indeed. Yo, what's up, Blaze? And dude, what's good, man? What's good? Y'all see the Avatar movie yet? No. I heard the news though. I heard what happened on Twitter. Somebody like got emailed the whole movie. They leaked it. The leakers got their heads on it. Dude straight up like posted the whole thing. I've never seen anything like that before. I didn't watch it. Twitter is, hey, bro, it goes back to the point I was trying to make. Twitter is the Wild West. Oh, dude, I love these gestures. Thank you. Twitter is literally, you can see everything going down. Anything and everything. Same type of detail coloring as he. Can they leak the whole GTA 6 game already? Bro, you gotta, one thing at a time. Can they leak the whole GTA 6 is crazy. Dude, I just have one thing with GTA 6 that I really, really hope that Twitter got the craziest leaks. Facts. Really, I think that Twitter is like a haystack. You can find, bro, like Twitter, bro, it's a rabbit hole, bro. GTA 6 release May 15th, 2032. 2032. What's that? Like 6 years away. By 2032, supposedly anyways. You might not be wrong. I really, to be honest, now you are, I'm not here to like, I'm not advocating for GTA 6 delay again, but I wouldn't be surprised if it gets delayed because there's been like a lot of like shortages and stuff going on. Thank you for the rose too, Eater. And how did you learn to do this type of art? Super cool. I learned a lot from the process of doing. You learn. Will GTA 6 come out before One Piece ends? Probably not. It's a folklore legend, bro. We not. A game has never been real. It's always been the friends that we made along the way. There never even was a GTA 5. It was a figment of our imagination. But going back to your question, though, Olivia, you learn from doing. You learn from experimenting. He says, "How old are you? 5." Alien, I actually heard that, by the way. Probably not true, but never know. I really don't put up the past Rockstar. I just hope that they don't add the little flying bikes. That would be so trash. The little flying. We don't need the flying cars. They need to just keep that out. Drawing the fourth leg. Yeah, I'm drawing his little fourth leg. Oh, that's cool. He said in 6 years I didn't do the math. Uh, yeah. See, y'all over here playing. Y'all gonna speak it into existence. They gonna be like, oh, we gotta push the game back because there's been a RAM shortage and a console shortage, and basically, we gotta delay the game until 2057. GTA 6. Dude is gonna be fully retired, Gramp, senior citizen. Gonna be 37, Unk. Nah, you ain't gotta remind me, bro. 30, but then again, 37. You ever seen an elephant IRL? I have. It's been a long time though. I have seen an elephant IRL. Draw the fifth leg. You're a fiend, bro. What's going on with you, bro? Yo, first you talking about jaw. You trying to get me to draw glizzies, bro. Lock in, Brody. Focus. You gotta stay focused. Give me 27, by the way. 27. Yeah, I'm telling you. It's a 27. I imagine I might be like a whole different individual by 27. What's on with 37? I'm 73. There's nothing wrong with 37, Pink. I'm just they're spiritually aging me up again. Listen, all the roads lead back to Rome, bro. No, would I be 29 in 10 years? It's all good, bro. I'm not throwing shade. There's nothing wrong with being a senior citizen. This is a relatively elephants have a funeral if you've seen documentaries. Yeah, they're really smart. They're very smart. I seen this little video where apparently this lady she like murdered this one elephant's. She murdered the elephant's baby, and the elephant tracked her funeral down and stomped her out again after killing her. They're very smart. You already passed your 20s, but you acting like, come on, man. Let's be rational, bro. You act like I didn't just arrive. Bet you can't do the quadratic formula. Now let's be rational, bro. I can do it. I might just need some prep time. If you give me some prep time, it's been a minute. It's been a long enough time. It's been a long time. Nah, you fam. You in the late stages of 20s. I'm not that much ahead, bro. I'm not. You and I are not so different, bro. You and I are not so different. Now. Hang on. Elephants. He's rapidly approaching 30. Don't let him lie. Don't let him cap to you. What's your favorite pen? What's my favorite pen? My left. My blue. I like my blue a lot. I like the blue. Can we see? I'm not gonna pan my stuff over. I don't want to readjust my tripod. This, my blue. I'm always more biased towards my blue. Honestly, and the more that I've done, the more of these that I've done, I've used more and more of my blue. It's gotten to the point people actually be asking for my lefty, bro. I'm more of a righty. I like my blue a lot. I'll be kind of like overly. You're 3 years older than me. We are that different. You basically put a cane out. A cane, yeah. A cane comparison. I almost said a cane Corso. Definitely not the same thing. Let me see. There was another little animal that I wanted to do. There was another little animal. A cane, bruh. When you get a pink pen, it'll become your favorite. I'm always gonna be biased towards my red and my blue. It's been a nice amount of y'all that have tried to get me to switch. Once I switch to if I ever switch my color pens, you're gonna be asking for the red and blue again. Bobcat. Don't switch up on the red and the blue. Don't switch up on the red and the blue. Hang on, man. You're gonna be like, man, yo, I know the moment that I change my pen colors, you're gonna be like, man, he already drew a whole page filled with aliens, aka me, must be the favorite. Bro, the alien page is vintage, bro. That's like some ancient, spoken like a real unk. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. The unk allegations. Here we go. Cooked. You gotta just enjoy it, the journey, bruh. The progression. The journey and or the progression. We're gonna start calling you Auntie. Auntie. Yeah, bro. If I'm Unc, you're Auntie. It's already over. Here we go. Y'all not gonna guess this one. A two-handed drawing session and debate on the future of GTA 6. That's what the AI took away from this conversation. That's what the AI took away from this exchange. Stepper two out of the wheelchairs. Dude, I think that it's interesting. I think it's interesting, like actually being around like real seniors and stuff. I like to go down the little rabbit holes on YouTube. And one of my main takeaways from actually watching seniors on YouTube, you're literally just drawn with the one. That's not true. I'll guess it. I bet you won't. I I can I'm pretty certain you're not locked in. I bet you won't, bro. Huge stretch. Auntie drew me a super long time ago. Auntie is crazy. Rather certain. Very certain, bro. Very 100. I'm 102% sure that you're not gonna guess this one. 102%. Not even 100%. 102% positive. I can guarantee it. All right. Y'all going back and forth. What's really going on? You said a goat. No, a goat is a good guess. Goat is a good guess. Love what you're doing. Thank you. Goat is an excellent guess. This is really, bro. This is really like the equivalent of whenever the little old Pokemon show would be on. They'd be like, "Who's that Pokemon, bro?" Y'all not gonna guess. You're not locked in. You're not gonna guess this one though. Rather certain. Gazelle. A gazelle is not a bad guess either. I need full focus. Full focus. Full focus indeed it is. Eloquently spoken gangster. Nah, I'm really a law-abiding citizen, Brady. Gator. You drawing the one guy's ex who asked for catching strays, generational strays. It's always interesting when I be drawing a lot of the wildlife. People be like, man, that look like my ex. They be like, man, it look like my girl. I'd be like, it look like my. I just seen crazy stuff, dude. I just seen people say it look like my ex. Some say they like it look like my girl. Other people be like, I look like my bro. It's always like whole generations. They be going down the whole list. He's not here though, so you gonna have to do Auntie Mombi. Ready for the Itachi time lapse, dude. I have to actually sit down. I gotta actually sit down and edit it. I've been saying that I'm gonna sit down and I have like several live streams that I've just not edited yet. So whenever I do upload the stuff, it's gonna just be a flood of the feed. I'm gonna just flood the feed. Everything is getting posted. It might cook my reach, but I don't care. Giraffe. Nah. I'm gonna just flood the feed. I got like several. Let me see. A giraffe is an interesting guess. I was debating. One is Jeffrey for sure. Jeffrey is crazy. I forgot about Toys R Us, man. I love Toys R Us though. I remember going as a kid, just walking around. What sorcery is this? The best kind. That's Palm Beach Pete. Palm Beach Pete, bro. Palm Beach Pete, he making Palm Beach Pete is crazy. Palm Beach Pete. I'm not Buddy, I'm Palm Beach Pete. That is so crazy to this. That's they're gonna study us in the history books. Like you said, Palm Beach Pete will never not be funny. That's what I'm saying. I'm convinced that we are getting trolled as a population. They just like if the people that really run the show, they just said, let's just see what happens. Let's just see what happens. Like, who is Palm Beach Pete? They'll never know. That's what I'm saying. But, yo, you know, that goes back to our philosophy we spoke on earlier. People just be spawning. People just be spawning in. People just be spawning in. That's a drag? All right, Shikamaru. We got Shikamaru in the chat before. What I mean, what is this even before at this point? I was going to say before the faded. How do you mute the chat? I'm not sure. Draft? I thought you said drag. Like who? How do you mute the chat? You trying to get it like off of your screen? I don't know. Mute yourself, I mean, you just did. How do you mute yourself, I mean? Oh, you're talking about with the little button. Sometimes like if I like readjust my chair instead of it squeaking. Oh, it's like something on my little interface. Sometimes I'll like do that to readjust. I had this one tripod in my lives. I would like look back and it would just be a really, really loud squeak. And I'll try to, if I'm about to start doing a whole lot of moving, I just go ahead and get it out the way. Be too much going on. That way it's not just like constant screeches and squeaking. I think that my chair is on this last leg. That too, because I just don't know how to mute. Nah, it's over. I really like I have like a little like a decent idea how the stuff works over here, but I don't got the deepest knowledge. Kyle play Clash of Clans, Games Fire again. Bro, I ain't touched Clash of Clans in eons. Eons. What do you call this type of art? It falls under like the scribble art category. It's somewhere in between sketching and scribble art. Young Jeffrey, the giraffe. Jeffrey. Let me like lock in. Clash of Clans made a comeback for y'all. Y'all really be on Clash of Clans for real? I knew, man, whenever I was like still a mobile gamer, I knew dudes were playing PUBG Mobile. But I could never really, I tried to get into mobile gaming. I played a little bit of like Minecraft Pocket Edition back in the day. But mobile gaming is just like, my phone would get so hot sometimes. You said fake dudes? You sketch scribble art? But you trying to get me to hop on some dead game, Hero Wars on PC? Like, nah, broski, not it. He said, I'm cool. He said, I'm not downloading that off. I'm not hopping on that, man. I think that it's all in like your taste in games. I'm getting, it's so fun. I find myself coming to the point now though where I low key I probably just watch somebody else play. Like I be getting nostalgic for Minecraft, but I don't be like I wanna play Minecraft, but I don't want to play Minecraft. Does that make any sense? Like I'll get on, I'll look at the loading screen. I love Minecraft, but I don't know what it is. GTA 6, Halo, and Forza. I've never really been a Forza kind of guy. If I'm gonna drive around, I'm probably gonna drive around on GTA. Because I just plain driving, that ain't enough for me. Like I need to be getting into it. Pulling up, man. I feel like GTA is the happy medium. If driving gets too stale, I need like action on the game. Draft for Shubidabli. I'm giving him his little spots. Now that's real. I haven't actually played in years except on the occasion. That's what I'm saying, but it's a nostalgic hit. It's a great nostalgic hit. Now I think that there's that rough like you might have that 2-week phase you play and then you immediately kind of put it down. For Shubidabli is peak. It's an interesting little concoction. I'm not very good at guessing. Nah, fam, we know why you prefer GTA 6. I don't know what you're trying to imply, bro. I don't know what you're trying to imply. No idea. Just driving around, being with your bros, lurking in the shoe store. We gotta pull up to the shoe store, bro. First thing. Allegedly. Without a doubt. I'm a simple guy, right? Definitely. But like I'm saying though, I'm a little bit conflicted. As much as I joke about this game, I genuinely don't even know if I'm gonna play it for real. By the time it drops, GTA 6 9 is crazy. That's gonna come out before 6 does, probably. We gonna get that. Gotta find the nearest vanilla unicorn and buy some ice cream. That's pretty tough. I'm telling you, bro, pull up to the shoe store. Going crazy. But even, believe it or not, though, I was never really like a shoe store lurker. The most that I'll probably do is pull up and catch somebody else that was in there going crazy. GTA 6 gonna be full VR. Says I'll be up. GTA 6 full VR. Yeah. Yeah, yep. I didn't know. W straight to the shoe store. What? I don't know why you would say that. Did I say that? Somebody in the chat said that. Straight to the shoe store, bro. I'm a simple guy. I'm a numbers guy. Numbers guy. Nah. You know about the vanilla chrome hop? Wait. I hope you know what it is. Straight to the ice cream shop, bro. To the shoe store. Straight to the shoe store. Now. No, but in all seriousness, I got some unfinished business I got with a couple individuals on GTA. What time is it for you, bro? It is about 2:55 in the morning. So just barely before 3. Just barely. We almost 3 a.m. Sounds like a dairy farm with glitter. Aura. Yeah, it's all the aura, bro. I'm in Kentucky. I'm more in Kentucky. So it's like the southern border, bro. Let's see his little stripe pattern. But yeah, man, I'm a simple guy. Simple guy, bro. Why are you like slowly tiptoeing? He brought it up. Is KFC better there? No. I'm gonna be honest. I'll tell you something that I'll tell you like one of the biggest misconceptions about Kentucky. If you are actually from here and you really are in the know, I'll tell you a secret. It's almost the equivalent of learning like the Easter Bunny ain't real, bro. People that like if you really don't tell me they don't eat it, bro. People, bro, I'm telling you, if you really, people gonna be eating it here, bro. As a local, I don't know who's keeping. It's like Arby's. It's the Arby's phenomenon. I despise driving through Kentucky. Is there a reason why? Nah, it's. I'm telling you, bro. If you're really looking for good chicken, people from here do not be eating KFC. I don't know. I think that it's y'all have been fed propaganda. Y'all have been fed propaganda. That's what I'm telling you. You said what's going? Y'all been fed straight up propaganda. Yo, thank you for the heart me too, AJ. Y'all been fed some extreme propaganda. People. I mean, I'll eat it sometimes, like, but that's kind of like that's not my first choice or my second choice or my last choice. People really don't. People from here don't be eating. It's some other choices that are arguably a little bit better. I can name a few if you're interested, but people don't be eating that. If you go to a different place, I had to go through Arkansas to Illinois. It sounds like quite the journey for sure. Quite the journey. What is the thought process? Please don't ask how I did. Nah, you gotta drop the lore on us. The thought process is everything is shapes. Everything is shapes and lines. And I'm trying to give bro his little patterns. The different type of, all right, bro. Y'all slowly like tiptoeing towards where y'all going towards. Hey, we're getting big. Y'all slowly like tiptoeing towards this ultimate reveal. But this is purely speculation. It was off while I was moving and I made a wrong turn. Oh nah, what did you like run out of service or something? You royalty more presence, that's the thought. Nah, that's a bit much. That is a bit much. I don't want to ruin the magic. The ghost ID. I don't know why I read that as ghost. The goat is here. I'm Trying to let her know what it is without saying straight up. Yeah, it's a lot going on. Try Spark Steakhouse if you can find one. I went to this place a couple years ago, and I don't even know if they're still open, but it was called like Johnny Rockets. It was like a food place in Creamer I usually like. It's an interesting place, man. It's an interesting place. It's like it because I have no earthly idea. My family and I, whenever we rode to like Florida. This was a little bit before stuff had really went taken off with the internet. You got Ojo's Locos. Now that I don't know. Any Brazilian steakhouses is great. You went Unc? Wait, what you mean? Wait. I don't know you like that cream lunch. Wait, how did y'all rope me into this, bro? How did y'all rope me into this like ultimate reveal? I just happened and then turned around in Tennessee. Yeah, he's full on Unc now. Yeah, Johnny Rockets was smooth, man. I don't even know if they're still in business. But yeah, okay, my family and I, we rode to Florida before like the internet stuff had gotten crazy. It was one of the earlier iPhones. And my mom ran out of service, and we were kind of just cooked. She screenshotted the maps, and that's how we had to figure out how to get there. It was crazy. It was almost very tragic indeed. That's so exciting to see, bro. What is going on? How did y'all? There's multiple conversations going on here at the same time. I'm gonna just leave y'all to it, man. I'm gonna just leave y'all to it. I still gotta give him his little horns. Sorry if you're from Tennessee, but no, I'm not from. Listen. I have no type of connection to Tennessee, bruh. No connection. I'm from Kentucky. I'm from Louisville. Low key, I gotta just be. I'm from Louisville, bro. Kentucky. Saying I'm from Kentucky is crazy. Then I little their average. Kentucky's crazy. I just don't want to give y'all the wrong idea. I be saying that, but I have to be clear because there's levels to Kentucky. When I say I'm from Kentucky, now Tennessee is trying to say it's Kentucky. I don't got no. Listen, bro. I don't think that Kentucky and Louisville are not the same. I said that at first because I wasn't immediately trying to like drop my exact location, but there is a major difference from Kentucky and Louisville. Louisville is within Kentucky, but there is a major difference. People, it's a lot of like psychological games. I done revealed to y'all some serious secrets though. People from here don't be eating KFC though. I can tell you that for sure. It's not quite the Arby's effect. It's not quite the Arby's effect, but there is definitely some shenanigans going on for sure. There's some. Yeah, thank you for the corgi too, Chris. Just make sure if you travel at some point, you're in one of those spots. Arby's is foul. I'm definitely not an Arby's guy. I think that, y'all asked me the question about Popeyes, 7 Popeyes biscuits without a beverage or no sauce, no nothing. I think I'm taking the 7 Popeyes biscuits without no sauce, no beverage over eating Arby's, man. I think I'm gonna just take my chances. Even if you Flint and Steel, you basically lighten Flint and Steel. And do you guys have Chick-fil-A? Man, I used to be a Chick-fil-A guy, bro, but I can't do Chick-fil-A no more, man. I'm a changed man. My go-to man. Yeah, I used to go to Chick-fil-A like every day. I used to love Chick-fil-A. I can't eat Chick-fil-A no more, bro. I used to love Chick-fil-A. Who's keeping Popeyes in business? I'll take Popeyes over. I'll take Popeyes any day over Arby's and KFC. Oh, that's the real question, dude. I will eat Popeyes any day. Zaxby's is good too. I ain't had Zaxby's in a minute. I think I like Zaxby's more than Cane's. Don't burn me at the stake though. Zaxby's, I like Zaxby's is better. He said Popeyes is dry. Bro, it's only dry if you raw dogging it, bro. No beverage, no sauce, no nothing. Yo, I think I had this one situation, not even hot take. Zaxby's is better. It is. Zaxby's is better. Wait. I like Zaxby's. It depends on whenever you ask me. But I had one day somebody try to give me a biscuit without no sauce, man. I think that she was trying to kill me. Low key. Doesn't agree. Somebody say, bro, you're a fiend, Vex. Come on, bro. Lock in. You just straight up no sauce, no bev, no nothing. Just straight up bread. You're literally lighting Flint and Steel in your I don't know, man. More power to you, I suppose. More power to you. I stand 10 toes down for Zaxby's. Zaxby's is solid. I think I'm at a point now. I ain't been to Zaxby's in a minute, but I can't do Chick-fil-A no more. I used to love Chick-fil-A. Something changed. He said Cane's is better. Wait. I did not. I said that Zaxby's is the superior food. If I had to choose between the two. But if you come here and you really talk to somebody that's from here, they will tell you firsthand. Hey, bro, I'll take that back. As long as they're not an NPC, you can ask an NPC and they're gonna be like, I eat a KFC. They're gonna, if you ask an NPC, they're gonna tell you they eat a KFC every day. But if you ask a non-NPC, somebody with some real sentience, bro, the NPCs be I mean, nah, I can see you been type just be hitting up Arby's alone on a Wednesday afternoon. Bro, you think I'm secretly like a Arby's glazer? More importantly, who's keeping Taco Bell in business? I will eat Taco Bell before I eat anything else. Like, listen, Taco Bell is for like the late night. Sure, it might like mess you up. No drink, you're just straight raw dogging it. I bet you're just eating like a meat sandwich, literally, just straight up meat sandwich. Taco Bell is poison. Let's be honest. Let's just make it clear. All these fast foods are straight up poison. Like if you, it's like you're ranking poison. Sir, no. I'm not doing it. I don't blame you. Listen. I totally. You're rational. You said I'm not feeling poison, but I'm saying if you had to rank poison, if you had to have a poison rank from A tier, from S tier to like D tier, I mean being tolerable versus it might mess you up. Your stomach might. Pizza Hut. I don't mind Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut's alright. It's all fast food. It's all objectively it's fast food, right? But I'm just saying there's certain fast food that I would surely take over others. And yeah, I mean if you talk to an NPC from Kentucky, they're gonna be like, well, I eat KFC every day. I love KFC. That's not a sentient human. I mean I'll tolerate KFC before I eat Arby's for sure, but it's fire. Thank you, man. That's liquid ADHD. Soylent Green is crazy. I missed some McDonald's for yeah, man, listen. Hey, bro, I'm gonna be honest. Like, yeah, it might be Soylent Green, but I'll tolerate McDonald's. I'll tolerate McDonald's over anything else. It's like if I know I'm eating junk, like I'm eating garbage, I'll tolerate McDonald's. Even though, unless questionable, it's Soylent Green. Yeah, unfortunately, it probably is some Soylent Green. But I mean, it's all fast food. I have no stake in this fight. I'm not like a CEO. Like I'd be like, are you telling me this food is poison? So that's NPC food. Yeah, that's some NPC stuff. I won't even lie. I'll take that. But there's levels to NPC. Like there's levels to NPC. There's eating McDonald's type NPC, and there's eating. So 60% Soylent Green. Can you do an awesome car? I don't think I'm gonna do a car on here. I'm getting a little bit distracted. Let me reel it back in a little bit. Animals. Hang on. Animals. Y'all call it Soylent Green. I ain't even seen the movie, but I know what Soylent Green is. Let me see. Hang on. We're getting somewhere. That's level of brain rotten NPC with a gold star membership to Vanilla Unicorn, a penguin. But I think it's all about ranking. If you had to rank the slop, right? You're ranking the objective. There's a drink called Soylent Green. I'm sure there is. Apparently, there's something called Dubai chocolate too. It's factual food. Hang on. There's ranking. There's half. I can tolerate this. And there's questionable. Soylent Green is crazy. But one point that I always try to make in these live streams is that, unfortunately, I don't put anything past anything. So you can drop the most crazy sounding information on me, bro, and I would just be like, shh, dang. Dubai chocolate is delicious. Nah, but like, I think. Now I'm not sure, right? What about Chipotle? It's Soylent Green of bugs. Man, you're not messing with the bug burgers, bro. You're not messing with the bug burgers. No, but I like Chipotle. Chipotle is one of my go-tos. I mean, like I said, it's all fast food. It's all questionable. Bug burgers. I said Gator. Get on the last one to scroll. What was it? It was a giraffe. Casada on top. Sometimes I like Qdoba too. Qdoba's alright. Big bet. Yeah, it was a giraffe. I didn't do a gator. Not on this one. I'm dead. Y'all said it was Soylent Green, bro. Nah, spiders, bro. You're eating bug burgers, bro. You have to bug burgers, and you're hey. I worked the restaurant industry plenty. I've seen lots done to food. I worked at Chipotle before, and if they follow the recipes properly, it's very good. I'm pleasing you in the GC, bro. Y'all got like a little like secret little passageway. What y'all got going on, man? You got y'all little side chat. So wholesome. I don't even want to feed my cats bugs. I don't blame you. They probably wouldn't eat it. Cats got some of the sharpest senses ever. Go ahead, sir, for real. Y'all be having like y'all's little like y'all be having behind the scenes, under the table discussions. That's tough, man. It's tough indeed. Not my cat. Your cat be eating anything? He's goofy. I thought the cats are all like strategic and you gotta watch them. We got under the table deals. Facts, y'all moving like a little cartel of sorts. We're cooked. Yeah, mine are picky but healthy. Man, one thing in my job that's very particular is like I'll have to pick out cat food for people that order it. It's like online orders. And low-key, I won't even lie. It's like rage bait. It'll be like cat food, but to me it all looks the same. I'm gonna be honest, right? I'm in the aisle, I'm looking at these little cans, they all look the same. It'll be like cat dipped, it'll be like cat meat dipped in like salmon and green, and it'll be all kind of stuff, but they look the same. But there's like minor trivial differences between the cans. They look identical. And I'd be over there fighting for my life looking for this cat food. It's always I'm like I know cats are picky because of that. Like it'd be like one has like it'd be like really, really long names, and it'd be like one has salmon from the Atlantic and the other one has salmon from the Pacific. I'm like, bro, if that cat don't just it's salmon, yo. My cat used to eat anything ripped. Yeah, rest in peace to little buddy, bro. But cats are very picky. At least the ones I be having to get right for my job. Bro, it's salmon out of the ocean. Please. It's real deal rage bait. But low key, it's not the same if you read the ingredients. Some of it, yeah, I mean, it's not. It's a lot more. But I'm saying like it'll be like the same. It'll be like from the same brand. It's a lot more that goes into it. A lot of that stuff is ultra processed. I had like whenever my dog was still living, I think that the people that was in charge of making, it was some kind of little food brand. It was like kibbles or something. It was some kind of kibble, but I think it made my dog really sick. We had to stop giving it to him. Yeah, I mean he ended up passing away of old age, but they changed they changed the recipe or something on it. It looked really realistic, like it's turning into my soul. He is. This is we were talking about cats, and I had to just bring one to life on here real quick. All that stuff is ultra processed though, honestly. But like I was saying, we were ranking garbage, ranking the ultra processed slop. Tiger? No, this one isn't a tiger. This one is not a tiger, but he's pretty close. Panther or cougar? Why do y'all think this is a cat? Is there any reason why I think this one is a cat over anything else? It'd be real deal rage bait though. Picking out the cat food, bro. It'll be the same brand, the same picture, the same. Because you literally just said you're bringing a cat to life. Oh, well, are you sure? So what's the difference between a puma and a panther? To be honest with you, I would say ask Google, but I don't know if the Google AI will do any better than we do as far as coming up with an answer. It's phony. I gotta add in his little face marks. His camo. Panthers Black Puma is a 10. Regis probably. I think a lot of them, they overlap and they be living alone. They kind of like live amongst each other, but they do appreciate it too, Ariel. Hey, maybe one day I'll be like on the safari somewhere. It'll be like some kind of little, I'm gonna be like out in Africa somewhere drawing this stuff close up. Maybe eventually. Yo, Pookie trying to make some more kids is crazy. That's almost crazier than the comment where somebody was like, it was somebody with the 19 kids. Yo, thank you for the bros too, Mia. Snail, Donos. That's crazier than the comment of somebody the 19 children. 19 children is a lie, bro. 19 children. Listen, that's a little army. It's like a whole army, bro. But you're basically Genghis Khan. You are basically a modern day Genghis Khan. With me, Miss, you tried to rebound. How many more? No, 3 years old. Bro, 19 children. 19. I don't think I got no chakra for all that, bro. Now Sasuke don't never have chakra. I don't think I got the chakra for all that. I gotta add his little face markings. 19 is too many. Taintless trio for a reason. Now, I don't even know what taintless means. That's a strong word. Top of the line premium dog food or super cold flavorless oatmeal for the rest of your days. You know, I'm gonna be honest, man. I work like the people that I work at this grocery store. They be pretty rich people. Them dogs be eating better than most. I think the dogs lucky be eating better than a lot of people, yo. But them dogs be eating like straight up. It's some owners they'll literally buy like specially crafted food they gotta cook themselves for their dogs. I think I'd be pretty eyed off some dog food, bro. I'm not saying that would be like what I want to do. Do you be having furries come into your store? Not that I just immediately notice. Not that I just immediately be like profiling. I don't be like looking for furries. I ate some dog bacon before. It ain't bad. He said cold flavorless oats. Pass me the brown rocks. I'm thinking, nah, you thinking kibbles, bro. I'm thinking like, no, they literally be having like rolls of meat that they cook for their dogs. Like it's kept in refrigerators and everything. I don't know the brand, but it's expensive. People at my job, they take animals very seriously. It's like you wouldn't believe it. There are literally dogs. I'm not even joking. They probably eating better than we do. Now, that don't count brown rocks, but it's premium rocks. Nah, yo, if you eating like kibble, if you eating like kibbles, you probably go kick the bucket in like maybe like a smooth 7 business years, bro. That food is not. I mean, if you think McDonald's, my father's dog only eats chicken, bro. Them dogs, I'm telling y'all, I get it though. Like after having a childhood dog, I can see what turns an individual into a John Wick, bro. It is that deep. Like you don't really understand till you have one yourself. Like you don't really understand. You don't really know what you got till it's gone. Like I could, after having a dog for like my childhood, I could see, like I recognized what could turn a person into a John Wick, bro. Like you could take anything, bro. Don't take the dog, bro. You can take anything. Don't take the dog. Chicken and rice is good once in a while. My German Shepherd, he eats chicken too, occasionally with rice and eggs. Whenever my dog was still living, we would have to make him chicken and rice whenever he would get sick. And low taper fade, April 10th. I missed something. Dog food hacking for bodybuilders is max protein. What? Bodybuilders beating dog. Are you serious? Is that eating the dog food? Are you trolling or are you being serious? All this because of the KFC chicken. Yo, we went from KFC, Soylent Green. Now we got bodybuilders. I'm being serious. Dog, they maxing out their stats, bro. They maxing out their stats. They're maxing out the stat board. go ahead and get ranked. There got to be some kind of language barrier happening here. Low tape or fade. I'm a little bit confused. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna let y'all. Hey, when does the World Cup start? Usually, to be honest, I couldn't even tell you. I'm not very like sport. I don't be watching sports, bro. I don't have like a very intensive sport knowledge. I want to make his eyes pop out more, just a little bit more. June it starts. But yeah, I didn't know that the dog food was the method for the bodybuilders, bro. Clearly, can we have a trio way? I don't know what you mean by that. I don't think I understand what you're what are you suggesting? I don't know what you mean by that. I'm afraid I don't understand. I don't think I'm understanding properly. My mind isn't rendering that question the right way. AI, me unking the dog food. I think you have to join the group chat and make it the squad way. Y'all really just gotta snag the extra tray from Buddy, like my protein now, Rufus. Rufus needs it. Dogs are pure muscle. Y'all stealing Rufus's dinner. Man, poor Rufus. Let that man have his meat, bro. Let that man Rufus have his. He needs his protein. No, please don't. You can't be stealing from Rufus. He needs that, man. He needs his food. Number for real, Unky, please accept my message request. Bro, you told me to respond to your message, and you told me, I'm thinking you're gonna send me something serious. You messaged me talking about drawing Bonnie Blue, bro. How much you have your meat? Yo, what's wrong with you, bro? Yo, you told me to accept your message request. You messaged me about Bonnie Blue, bro. Bro, that was so long ago. Dog. I'm thinking, yo, that's for me first. I'm thinking, I'm thinking you seriously got like some kind of enlightening information for me to see. Sometimes I be catching stuff, sometimes I don't. I won't even lie. Exposed. Nah, that wasn't my intention. I wasn't trying to put you on blast. Like, things will have drastically changed, bro. I'm thinking you sending me a serious message. Not to put you on blast, but dog. I couldn't believe my eyes when I seen it. I couldn't believe my eyes. I do be afraid sometimes to open my DMs. Never know what I'm going to see. Uncle, your mod, we need to be able to text you. I mean, I'm saying, like, I don't mind, like, interacting and stuff. I opened the message and I seen Bonnie Blue, and it's okay. I seen the Bonnie. Okay. I figured y'all were just trolling. If you have something you really need to tell me, okay, I'll get back with you. Have something serious you need to tell me. It's okay. It's okay, indubitably. We can only send one text till you accept it. Okay. Count Dracula drawing tonight, indubitably, man. You know, we up with the bird. The birds haven't started chirping yet. That's how I know I'm doing good on time. When the sun comes up, they have nothing serious to say, I promise. Okay, you kind of already felt out the shockwave of whatever is going on. The shockwave of whatever is happening. Y'all kind of was scaring me a little bit though. I opened up, you should stay until 5 a.m. again. Well, I usually kind of go off of like however my energy is. I mean, no disrespect. I'm curious. Are you on the spectrum? No, I've never been formally diagnosed before. I don't think I'm on the spectrum. It's just something that I realized that I could do. And upon realizing that I understood it, I just kind of was just like, you know what? But birds start chirping around 3 a.m. Something for you, I noticed. Yeah, normally that's like my sign is getting a little bit late. But no, that's came up a lot. I didn't take it the wrong way. I think that everybody got a little bit something going on. But nah, man, once I realized that I could, I just doubled down on it. Doubled down on my little drawings. Well, you're good, thank you. You know, the good thing is, Unc, your mods in the same time zones as you. Oh yeah, facts, bro. We all equally night owls. But the thing is, like I was saying before, it's kind of like, so late. We're all equally cooked. Bunch of night owls, day owls. Yeah, we gotta stay up together at the same time. Facts. We equally got a cooked sleep schedule. Time for y'all is 3:23. Yeah, it's 3:23 for me too. It really is late. It's some days where I'll genuinely super original. Thank you. It'd be some days where genuinely the birds be out, like they be outside my window on some Disney stuff. For example, Buddy must have heard me talking about him. Yo, what's up, Carol? I'm gonna regret this in the morning. Oh yeah, it's going. Hey, that no sleep is no joke. For me, what usually happens is if it hits me, it'll hit me in the middle of the day. Like I'm cool until I'm not. It's cool. Thank you too, Tasha. Usually I'm cool until I'm not. I start like lagging. You know, you like lagging on the game. You start rubber banding. I like the late night streams, to be honest. Best time to have. That's what I think too. I like the peacefulness. That was like part of the. That was like the allure. Have I seen anybody else do this? No, not this exact way. I've seen other artists do something similar. I'm gonna give him his little spots. I seen this lady. What kind of like gave me the inspiration to even try something like this out. She didn't do it the exact same way, but she can make these like hyper realistic detailed portraits. She could draw like multiple at once at the same time. I didn't understand. I felt like I understood the language of it somewhat, but not nowhere near the same proficiency. Like the most that I've done two at the same time was like a mirror drawing of like it was like skeleton hands and skulls and stuff. But she could draw like multiple different things at once. It was crazy. And who needs sleep? What some energy drinks are for? Holy heart attack. Yeah, I mean I think you got to make the most. I think you got to make the most of. I seen somebody jar 4 different things at the same time. That's what I'm saying. I seen the lady do that too. It gave me some inspiration. Try to switch over coffee as you're near 30. Just my advice. Yeah, like running off of pure energy drink. It's not a good recipe. Thank you for the heart me too, CEO. Definitely couldn't sit still in school. I could sit still, but I was the kind of person where I would just fill up my pages with my omnilinear designs. I would be in class, like I'm somewhat like being attentive. If you ask me a question, I probably could respond in a reasonable time, but I was always, to some degree, I was always like, there was something going on. But thank you for the road. Thank you for the 14 roses too, CEO. And he's on something else for Shubitably. I do appreciate the Go Populars too, CEO. It was a little bit going on there, but hey, it worked. I would be in my classes. My teachers were always really cool about it. It was never anything like this though. This came to me a little bit later. It's how I was trying to have coffee with cinnamon and milk. I promise is fire. Like being in school and stuff, I'll be running off of pure fumes. That school food I would eat it sometimes, but it was Soylent Green for sure. That food was not like legit. That was some Soylent Green. I had some days. Your desk was, and same drawing with one ear on the teacher, just in case. Yeah, like if you ever asked me a question, I did kind of slow down for a couple of years though. I picked it back up whenever my schools kind of came off of lockdowns. Like over the duration of the lockdown, I just was on the game, like straight up just on the game constantly. Like I had a couple of situations where my teacher would try to she would call on people, but I mean, it was a whole lot of. I feel like that's where I really learned how to multitask, honestly. Over the quarantine, like you asked me a question, and I'm like queued up on it. Hey, it was crazy. It was a generational time. I used to do all nighters, put up to school straight napping. See, I never really did all nighters like that. I won't even lie. I didn't really become a night owl until a little bit later on. It was a whole lot going on. A whole lot going on. Not for John. All right, straight prison food for life or Rufus Kibble. You know, I think I take my chances with Rufus Kibble, but that dog food, low key, that dog food, some of it is straight up poison. It is indeed poison, indeed. Like it might not be the most edible food in the world. Prison food. I think that some. I mean, I'm not speaking from experience, but I think some prison food might be pretty decent. Jail food is really just school food. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think it's a pipeline. I think they definitely got some kind of pipeline or something. They said, "Ooh, let's give them the jail food. Let's condition them early. Let's Let's neutralize any joy for life they may have. Get this school food, Soylent Green. It's such a crazy thing. It's tough. That's tough. Yeah, bro. I didn't really get kicked out like that. I was just probably drawing, halfway paying attention. I'm always multitasking. There's so many better ways that could have made school better, for sure. But I don't think it was about making a good experience. I think it was about take the Soylent Green cheeseburger with mold. Bro, what don't kill you make you stronger. What doesn't kill you make you stronger. That's basically Tylenol. Not Tylenol, it is. Maybe it's something. I know school you went to, my school food was busting. So it sounded to me like you got you like nice little they wasn't feeding y'all jail food. That's lovely. That's lovely indeed, man. The private school or something. He said not even American. Yeah. In America, bro, they be giving us straight jail food, man. Straight up jail food. It must be nice. That's such a crazy. It's crazy. So yeah, facts. Man, it seems like they might have cared about y'all a little bit more. Health regulations. Star as the middleman in the Human Centipede remake. Yo, Star as the middleman in the Human Centipede remake. Or take your chances with the Saw remake versus Jigsaw. I think I'm gonna take my chances with the Jigsaw dude. Yo, I'm gonna tell you, bro. For me, by the time I got to high school, they had taken out all of the vending machines with the good food in it. All of the vending machines with the good food. All that we had was like reduced fat Doritos. It was garbage, straight up garbage. They gave us Papa John's, but like, I don't know what they was doing to the Papa John's, man. It wasn't Papa John's, bro. They had Papa John boxes, but it didn't seem right. It didn't seem as good as it could have been. There were some things that I could halfway tolerate. I won't lie, but most of it, we got Howie's for a while. They gave us Papa John's, but it was like it wasn't what it was supposed to be. It wasn't. They was doing something to it. I don't know if it was reduced fat or what. There was something going on with it. I can't prove it. I have nothing to back it up. It was definitely messing with the food, man. It was getting Papa Louie, bro. It wasn't Papa John. And that was a good one, but yeah, man, it was a whole lot going on. Papa John's better overall for the price. I don't mind Papa John's, honestly. I'm probably eating Papa John's over eating KFC. And I'm a native. My school used to hand out Chick-fil-A for a couple weeks because they sponsored our sports teams. That's tough too. That's definitely cold. Or we're lucky. We're fortunate. I'm trying to think if it was anything like that we had. Some good Chick-fil-A. That's pretty solid. That's pretty solid. Yeah, by the time I came around, dude, we didn't have vending machines, bro. We didn't have like all the things that made it. We had to rely on people that were selling snacks. People, my school food better than Taco Bell and Arby's multiplied by 69. Yeah, I mean, at least I think it's nice you could tolerate it. Like it didn't seem like they were trying to off y'all, man. Trying to send y'all to the shadow realm. I'm gonna find some. Yeah, I just see it brought back memories. It brought back a lot of memories in the reduced fat Doritos. I mean, people that we had like people started selling snacks. Like they was treating snacks like they were narcotics or something. I knew a dude that would walk around with like a duffel bag full of snacks. You would have thought he really had. It was crazy. It was crazy, but it was real. There was a serious demand for the snacks, man. But there's a supply, there's a demand. It was like, he was moving. The baked chips. Let me see, hang on. Now, I think I want to do like a crocodile or something for this one. Some snacks. My dog's food is human grade imported from Italy. I could totally eat it for the apocalypse. What is little Rufus gonna? If you eat up little Rufus's food, what is he gonna eat? Nah, bro, you gotta make sure the little buddy got some snacks, some kibbles. It's human grade. You gotta save some for little buddy. You gotta save some for little buddy. Little Rufus. We're gonna have a game played. I share with my buddy. Nah, bro, we can't be rationing. Like that to apocalypse or not. We gotta save the dog food for little buddy. Gotta make sure that you gotta make sure the little bro is good. I'm still thinking about the fact that he told me that they be eating like they be using the dog food as protein. The workout bros. What is Rufus finna eat? Hey, I don't know. Feed Rufus the kibble and feed you Rufus. This is the left shape while the right does the sharp lines. It's not. I mean, it's intuitive, bro, but I just try to get texture with the two of them as I go. I'm mainly looking a lot for texture. That school food was jail food, though. Honestly, it was a little bit of questionable shenanigans. Brown rocks, yes, ultimate. It's like ultra high processed, man. If you could think of some of the most, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody launched like a lawsuit against that stuff. I don't know. It ain't legit. It ain't legit. I'd much rather have dog food than stuff they were serving us. Some dog food, man. Yeah, I can believe it. Just eat Rufus. I had microwave dry cereal at home and caviar at school. Yeah, see, that's you. That sounds to me like you had it in reverse. I used to not be able to wait till I got home, man. Get some real human food. Low-key, I found myself like, I said, bro, yeah. I forgot you mentioned microwave and cereal. The microwave cereal experience. That's new to me, but I mean, the most that I would make in the microwave, which I no longer do, I would eat noodles in the microwave. Let me start on school bathrooms. Yeah. You gotta just know how to move, man. You gotta know how to move. I turned out fine. Microwave cereal. Yeah, I mean, hey, look. I tell you what, I know people was making the little microwave noodle cups. I think we all got microplastic, probably. A little bit of that. And they can be started on school. Yeah. Dude, there will be times I remember going into the bathroom at school. You ever microwave a Pop-Tart? It turns into like a cake texture. Is good. No, but I've heard of putting the microwave. I almost said putting the microwave into a toaster. I've heard of putting the Pop-Tart into a toaster. I've done that before, but I've never microwaved it. But Pop-Tarts are like, they're pastries. They're little pastry snacks. So it makes sense. I could see why somebody would want to put that into the microwave. Like I could see the vision a little bit. Could definitely see the vision. It's all kind of like really good snacks and really good foods, honestly. They would come into the you're cooked. In that situation, I remember, you speaking of people going into the bathroom wrongfully. I remember for us, it was like people. By the time I got to high school and stuff, people were fiends. So people would probably be grouped up. I walk into the bathroom, it was like a million people just standing around smoking. And the way that it was, if you are in there, you're guilty by association. Guilty by association. So you get like pulled into a situation you had nothing to do with. Like, it's been plenty of times. We only had 3 bathroom passes for those semesters. Dog, y'all had bathroom pass. Dude, I feel like for us, and you learn against your will, yeah. Yeah. You try to go to the bathroom, man. People doing too much. People doing too much. It's crazy work, yeah. People doing way too much. I dare walk out. Bro, we didn't, for me, I'm not even gonna lie. Like in my school, it wasn't, I got out right before things got extremely bad. I got suspended for some stairs activities. Yeah? You got suspended for some stairs activities. It's kind of crazy. Some crazy, dude, the most that somebody like, I guess brought in a firework and lit a firework in the stairs. That's the craziest story. That's like some of the craziest school lore that we had, bro. Elephant or octopus. Yeah, I was kind of calm and tame. I wasn't really doing nothing. The most that would happen with me was you kind of just get put into situations because of being around the wrong people. I would have some thing on shoulders, back of the school bus. Nah, this isn't either or. This isn't either or. Yeah, people were like really addicted to nicotine whenever I was in school. And you go into the bathroom, maybe like a million people vaping, smoking, clouds. I used to just kind of like, I had this routine where I would ask to go to the bathroom like every day. I said, like, my school wasn't really that big, so I could just take a lap around the building. This was before they started having like digital bathroom passes. I literally got out before stuff really hit the fan. Like my last year before I graduated, like it was right before they started. They started having like crazy military grade security with metal detectors and digital bathroom passes, and you got to put your phone into a little block, and dudes can't wear regular backpacks. It was crazy. He said that's for behavior, and Kelly's worth it. My dad took to a basketball game. I seen a room one kid take off. He had what? That is beyond desperate, bro. Yeah. I mean, I could believe it though. Like being in public school. I'm assuming that y'all was in public school too. It could be some of y'all people that was private school also. It was an eye-opening experience. You say it was never that serious. Nah, hey, you see some crazy stuff go down though. Whatever you think wouldn't happen, it definitely could, and it's not impossible. It's definitely not impossible. I done seen whole like brawls. I done seen whole brawls break out on the bus. Like sometimes you gotta just mind your own business. Sometimes you gotta just mind your own business, bro. I done been in situations where, man, like right next to me, man, like a whole brawl. Back because of school lunch, I blew it up in there. I saw a kid beat a teacher with a dictionary. I ain't really trying to beat up. Like I don't really believe in throwing hands with teachers, but I done seen stuff really get serious being on the bus, but you do not want to get involved. What is our method called? This is a form of scribble art, and it's kind of like sketching. It was really crazy. But I had like a rule of thumb. I don't know if my teeth got in my face, it wouldn't be pretty. Like I low-key, I had like a pretty calm high school experience. Now middle school, people was crazy, but when I got to high school, people was kind of tame. I was fortunate to have a cool class. Everybody kind of minded their own business, low-key. They act like they're drill sergeants. Where they dealing with the craziest of the crazy. Everybody's brain rotted, cooked. I done seen some crazy stuff unfold though. Yeah, but stuff can. I've realized though that nothing is impossible, and I don't put nothing past nothing. Nothing is impossible. That's what public school, the tornado drills. Yeah, I hated doing that, bro. Say, all right, it's like we need y'all putting on y'all's knees and getting up against the wall. It's like, all right, bro. That Gators Peak. Thank you too, Pink. I wasn't feeling, them little tornado drills, that was weird to me, always. Like, no, bro. It's like, they was like, all right, we need y'all getting down and getting up against the wall. Like, no, bro, you get on your knees and you get against the wall, G. But the school was outrageous. And we hide in the corner. Yeah, dude. At my school, it was so crazy because we had a lockdown. Somebody somebody actually had somebody had a firearm. Okay. And I just remember sitting in the corner of my desk. We were in the middle of having like a it was so crazy. We were having a discussion about a book that I didn't read. It was so crazy how it worked out, man. We were having this book discussion about this book that I had not read, and I was sitting in the corner because our teacher, she would like arrange our desk in these like circular formations, and I guess luckily and unluckily I sat in the very corner that we all were supposed to go to. So I was the only guy sitting at a desk while everybody else was kind of sitting on the floor in the corner. Is the USA a real place? You know, I ask myself the same thing sometimes. I mean, so we were on like real deal lockdown though. Genuinely, somebody had a gun. Luckily, he said, "Yeah, I'll literally just leave." Now I was stuck on the second floor. Like there was nowhere to go. Like we were sitting in the dark. Curtain. My teacher put down the curtains. It was crazy. I kind of like in certain moments like that, you kind of just be like, "Dang, this is crazy." Nah, people really be going on lockdown. The window. What do you mean, Unc? Bro, the way it was weird. Like the windows, it was weird, bro. For me to explain it, I'm not like a small dude, but I'm not like a tiny guy. I'm not the biggest, but I wasn't squeezing out of that window. They opened weirdly. It was like weird old fashioned latches it was like it just was weird, bro. It was probably possible, but the hassle it would have taken to maneuver out of that window. By the time I would have unlatched it and contorted my body, I ain't gonna lie. Like I'm just let me just take my chances. We just sat in the dark for a minute. We had to wait in class while they came and got the dude with the firearm. I don't know if it was a dude. It was somebody. Somebody had something. I didn't get like the full ins and outs, but we were on real deal lockdown. And if I had to guess, I would say that's probably why my school ended up getting like crazy, like security and stuff. It was real. It was real. It was real. I'm sure y'all probably got crazy stories too, though. Right, he should do a butterfly effect video explaining how he got here. Cold red lockdown. We almost didn't have scribble art. No, facts. And my history told us that if there was an intruder, to smash the window and run because he was chill. Nah, man, we was just kind of like, it was long before I even realized that I could do the scribble art stuff. I was just kind of like just in school, bro. Just, hey, that was a bus. That is a butterfly effect indeed. And I'm from New York. I got plenty of crazy stories in and out of school. Yeah, I heard New York can be pretty rough around the edges too, man. New York, it's tough. I mean, luckily though, it wasn't. Luckily, nobody got hit. I guess they got Buddy, or they got the lady. Somebody had something, but it was kind of just common knowledge. I mean, it's not right, but you knew people kind of had stuff, and it kind of goes back to my philosophy of people just minding their own business. It's not right, but I just thank you for the heart puff and the wink wink too, though, Pink. Indubitably, indeed. Not to get too like caught up in like a story time. Oh yeah, you see, real deal. It's like the war zone or something, man. It could have been worse though. Could have been way worse. Could have been way worse. I feel like I'm drawing in the little Jurassic Park Stegosaurus. Or no, what is it? The Spinosaurus. But thank you for the finger art and perfume too. And ambidextrous. Ambidextrous. I'm like, yo, I was trying to figure. I'm like, what is that? I know what you was trying to say. Indubitably. My mind couldn't compute that word for some reason. My mind could not compute that information at hand. But yeah, man, it was Nicotine Fiends, who is your idol. You know, I don't have any immediately. Maybe like Jesus or somebody, I guess. Said Jason. I don't know what you mean by that, Zan. I was a Nick fiend and still am. Nah, you're not alone, bro. You're not alone. I never really never got into nicotine. I'm a fiend for dopamine, but not like nicotine. I be scrolling and scrolling and watching crazy stuff. I'm a Nick fiend and a grass fiend. Yeah, you're not alone, bro. It's unfortunately a lot of people. Me too, bro. Yeah. I was always in like a predicament, bro. Or I tend to. I always like to look at it like, yo, I got enough. It's already too much going on. Let me not stack all nicotine on top of things. I just I had like known a lot of people. Let's be powder fiends next. I think that let's slow down a little bit, bro. Let's be rational. We gotta pick our battles, man. We gotta selectively choose. We gotta choose the battles we do. Let's be powder fiends is crazy. There's probably honestly, there's probably somebody in here that already is. It's like it's already like a nice amount of us as it is. My buddy has done powder before. He offered to me. I declined not till I'm 50. Was there a reason why you put like a 50-year-old, like a 50 deadline on it? Nah, man. I've always kind of like fallen on the fact I'm no fiend, only fine. You're wise for staying away from the substances. Fiends. Fiend is crazy. Well, I mean, I'll be old. Who cares? That's whenever you're the most vulnerable. That's whenever we the most vulnerable, bro. I say, I done seen like crazy stories about people that go and really be losing their mind off of that stuff. I do them for real. I ain't addicted though. That's what they all say. Like, yeah, I don't have a problem. I just have a dependency, and basically, like, it's okay, bro. I think that everybody got their vice. I think that everybody has their own vice. Keep going, gang. I laid down like 4 times in my life when I was feeling low. Kind of not that fine, but I'm no crackhead. Yeah, crack. Yo, yo, bro said, I can quit whenever. That's what they are, bro. That's the slippery slope. That's the slippery slope. Oh man, but you don't even gotta be a crackhead. I remember being like walking around college and stuff and seeing people fentanyling, bro. That's a real thing. I know the people, people be having hard times, but I've always operated under the guise of like, that was once a person that was just like you know what I'm saying? Like we're all like a series of events away from not necessarily being a fentliner, but that stuff is not out of the realm. Nicotine is one of the hardest to quit. Got to keep your mouth, hands busy for the initial withdrawals. Yeah. And it's so easily accessible. It's everywhere. It's in like the advertisements. You go to the gas station. It's all in your face. Walls and walls. You know what I'm saying? What's lame? Without stimulants? No, bro, but chewing gum helps a lot. I was gonna say, I feel like it's just we live in like an indulgent world, low key. Like everything is indulgent to a degree. Yo, bro, this has become like an intervention, bro. Yo, who are we interventioning for? It's done turned into like an intervention. What are we doing? This is literally intervention. Intervention at 4 a.m. on TikTok. I don't mean to this is a straight up intervention, bro. I don't know who needs this. This is an intervention. This is rehab for somebody. Like somebody's like, yeah, man, I was just scrolling watching dude on TikTok draw, and it turned into this is a rehab session, bro. This is rehab. Low key, we all need to know. Seriously though, I'm joking, but I'm not really joking. Seriously. Rainbow and butterflies. This is rehab session, bro. This is what we doing. See, man, look, bro. I wasn't lying to y'all. This is a somewhat safe space. Somewhat. You know, sometimes to Canada must be nice. You gotta tell us how it is over there, man. Welcome to everybody to Ux Jaw and Rehab. Ux Jaw and Rehab, bro. We in the place. The place indeed we are in. I done kind of got really caught up in drawing out little buddies. I'm making Canada nice. Yeah, you gotta tell us how it is over there. You gotta tell us how it is. Yo, a group. Wait, yo, why is the AI playing? A group is in a late night intervention discussing vices and addictions. Dude. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I was joking, but the algorithm thinks this is a real deal intervention call. Yo, the AI knows what's up. Yo, not a group though, collectively. This isn't even, they don't even recognize the art aspect of this, bro. It doesn't recognize the art aspect of this at all. Not the TikTok calling this a intervention live session, bro. That's tough. A bunch of addicts start joining. Yeah, like for real. Nah, man, but you know, as much as we be joking, bro, anytime I'm out and about, just know, like, there be plenty of people that be, dude, it's a lot going on right now. This has been double-headed drawing and irrelevant conversation to the drawing. Dude, this like it's alligator. Or it's crocodile, I mean. He's a crocodile. He's not a gator. I'm shaping out his little body. I probably should have gave him a full anybody getting your life together. Yeah, honestly. I mean, it's real though. This is real. I mean, this is a little bit beyond. It's kind of beyond the surface level. This is beyond the surface level for sure. It's I've never had one of my TikToks turn into like a literal, it feels like a intervention, bro. So it's definitely something. I should have gave bro the whole page. I don't know why I didn't. I should have gave bro the whole page. Like the Faithful Night. Bro, you're not seeing the bigger picture. I should have gave the little crocodile the whole page. Anybody relapsing, you did it once, you could do it again? What type of like reverse psychology motivation you going for, Pink? Anybody relapsing, you could do it again? Oh, nah. Like, maybe she's right. Maybe I can only live once. Nah, man, but that's not my message. Some reverse psychology. Okay, she want us fent-folding facts. What type of mess? Bunch of quitters, if you ask me. Fent-fold. That sounds bad. I meant the opposite. Nah, you out here giving. Yo, what are you doing? You leading the people. You know, what are you doing? Nah, man, but fent-folding is real. That's so real. That's so real. Nah, if you could do it once, you could do it again. That's tough. That's tough. That's tough. One day, I can never quit my lifestyle. One day you're gonna need a job. Yo, you're using the job, bro. You triggering people, bro. You're triggering people. Alien lifestyle is peak. You triggering people with that J slur, bro. You know you gotta give us a pre-warning before you drop that bomb in the chat, man. The J slur. The job word. J slur is near Shadow Realm. Facts. Thin ice. Thin ice. Thin ice. The J slur. You know, I've become more tolerant the more that I do. I'm okay with people saying touching grass. Touching grass. Bathing. Soap. Shower. Chud. Cortisol spikes. Bro, the idea, yeah, man. I'm not trying to spike nobody's cortisol. That's such a fun, like, whoever came up with that was cooking. My ears. You said my ears, and I'm thinking my eyes. You thinking, seeing the bigger picture. I'm gonna make his little, make my guy seem rigid. I should have. He's kind of cutting it close to this little Jeffrey. Said my leg, my eyes. Okay, I got one more little space over here in this corner. We are the same person. I'm telling you. Now, who else matches this lineup with what I got going on? What else matches the lineup? Maybe I'll do like a chimpanzee, body rabbit, do an octopus. I want to do like a chimpanzee or something. I've done ocean theme pages, but I'm not feeling that one on here. Not right now. I can't believe this. And y'all saying draw a bunny? I don't think I want to do a bunny on here. I've even done flamingos and stuff. But I don't think I'm going to do one on here. I want to get like a really solid picture of one's face. A beaver. I want to get like a really good picture of a chimpanzee. To get a really solid picture of one. A dodo. That's not the first time I've seen a dodo come up, but I'm doing stuff that's alive now. I'm not saying I will never come back to a theme with more extinct animals and draw pink. That's that's not the first time somebody's asked me to draw like people before, but usually I tend to stick more to like characters, maybe animals or something. Wait, Unc, you should do a dinosaur page next. You should do I gotta see. Yo, do I got, dang, bro, I don't know if I planned this one out properly. I don't know if hopefully I got enough space. This one's gonna be pushing it, but can I get a birthday shadow for my brother, boo? A birthday shadow. I don't know what that means. Nah, you got that? Let's say shadow. Let me see. Gotta see, he basically never die, bro. I just yo, bro, don't be trying to I usually, if I don't do it today, I be having like a little backlog of stuff that I'll occasionally come back to. Be like a little backlog. I got like a list. It'll be some stuff that I'll be kind of surprising myself, or I might pop out and do something every now and then. You like Rockstar with GTA? It's not happening. I haven't seen it, bro. It ain't quite the extreme of Rockstar. But I'll be having to have like a feel for whatever it is that I'm doing. I never want these to feel forced, So it's like, it's not that the time is never. It might be that the time is not now. That's the point I'm trying to make. It might not be like it's not that I'll never do it ever. It is the time that it is now, the time frame. And let me see. Let me like shape out his little eyes. He's here. No, I'm dead though. I've seen the AI label this as many different things, but I've never got to the point to where the AI label our discussion as like an intervent. That's crazy work. That like I might need to go back and screenshot that. I've never seen the TikTok do that before, or the AI, the little bot. Like my thing with that is like I wonder how the little algorithm would even categorize this whole live stream. Like if y'all had to give us a category, where would we fit? Like with our discussions and stuff. Like how do you categorize this experience? Definitely, it's not rehab. I see how they come back. Art discussions. That makes sense. Yeah, I seen some stuff. I seen some stuff about that too. How they saying that there might have been more to his death. I don't know though. But it's been people that have been saying for years that his death was suspicious. I don't know the ins and outs of the situation, but I'm at a point now where nothing really surprises me. Yeah, and here the AI summary is again. A creator is sketching the chimpanzee while discussing life and addiction. Bro, that is crazy. That is crazy. We get like I'm getting straight up trolled now. Dude. What is going on? They about to really start like pushing this stream to people that are really real deal struggling. Always listen to learn and improvement. It's always listen to learn and improvement. It's a curse. AI is a curse. But you know, as cursed as it may be, unfortunately it's a Pandora's box that has been opened. It is a Pandora's box that has been opened, and I don't know if it'll ever just go away. Like, I don't know if we can ever return. It's ruining us. It can't, I mean, it probably is. I bet they'll have studies in a couple of years and people will be like, yeah, man, people have literally stopped using their brains. But y'all know we sound like old people, right? This isn't a new conversation. They said the same thing about older technology. People with calculators. They thought the calculators would make people not smart, and it just pushes the boundaries. We sound like this is how old people have talked for forever. Same OBS. Nah, this is an old conversation we're having. Not literally. I mean, they can stop studying it for real. It's an imitation of human life. I think it's more than a. I think it's an imitation for sure. Like even. I think it's an imitation for sure. It's literally same OBS. Yeah, it's different. People are literally getting dumber. It's wild. Yeah, but I mean, it's like if you don't got it, if you can go through life without using your brain. I mean, I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm just people are gonna. It's the easiest thing to do. Yo, we went from one extreme to not using your brain. Now I wonder what it's gonna say. We went from all the polar extremes. Nah, we won't have full blown idiocracy just yet. Just give it a few decades. I don't know. You know, my thing with AI is historically, right? Historically, it's always in times of conflict and in times of war where technology advances the most. That's where the most happens. I believe that, I don't know what war it was, but it was one of the wars that led to the development of the space race and stuff. And we're in a conflict right now, so I wouldn't be surprised if the AI stuff has like another rapid jump. I mean, 5 years ago, the idea of everybody having ChatGPT was ridiculous. And here we are now. It depends on if we merge with it, which we already are, so otherwise it'll make us pointless. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if it has like another jump. I mean, 5 years could literally be so insanely, unbelievably different, and who knows? Who knows? I think that it's like, would you even want to know if you could? Like if you could like wave a magic wand. Like 5-10 years, it could be so insanely different. I can't name any of the songs off my head. With you. Cold War led to the space race. Okay. I'm saying, like, I know historically, I know that it's always been war that has driven the rapid development of technologies. So with this conflict going on in our world right now, I mean, with AI being this, it's like the blossoming seed. So there's no telling what it could turn into. Unfortunately. I mean, fortunately and unfortunately, it's going to be something we can't even imagine. Maybe not instantly. Ever been to the moon? Now listen, I don't know. Monkey or Junkamoto dragon? Monkey or Junkamoto? Nah, it's not a Komodo dragon. It's not a Komodo dragon. Oh, are you asking me which one I would rather, or? Oh nah. Nah, this isn't a Komodo dragon, bro. I'm drawing. Oh, you talking about his little? Yeah, he's a little chimpanzee, bro. I was kind of like I was doing his texture kind of weirdly. A little Komodo dragon. It's my guy. Bro was just vibing. Strictly for the vibes, for sure. Let me. As far as look at them sideways. I'm trying to like mess around with the lines. That way they're not so just uniform. You don't want them to be too perfect, you know? You don't want to be too perfect. But yeah, man, I won't even lie. Like, I don't have a super deep historical understanding, but I know that it's usually always war that drives forward development technology. It's really crazy how it works. It's really, really crazy. It's really, really crazy indeed. He does kind of look like Can't Believe the Caveman had photos. What you mean? This is not a caveman, buddy. War is a necessary primitive behavior, though. Yeah. Yep. Let me see. Let me make sure my guy. I'm gonna hit out. Yo, you take care, Pink. Cell phones were developed from war. Now that I don't know. Now listen, I don't know I don't know every single war behind every single piece of technology that we've ever had, but I'm pretty sure that a lot of the stuff, like a lot of the technology we got, it's a lot. It is indeed a lot. Yeah, but take it easy, Pink. Like everything is interconnected though. That's what I can make sense of. F-22 Raptor. F-20. I'm not gonna draw that. I think I might have drawn something like that before. F-22. Ain't that like a plane or something? Yeah, I've done that before. Yo, if you go to my page and you look up, I have like a plane page that I did. Yeah, it's a jet. I've definitely drawn one of those before. You might have to like search for it, but I'm not doing it right now. I've done it before. How did you learn to do this? I picked up on this mainly through I kind of experimented a lot with different shapes and different. Hey, watch your jet, no facts. But you learn mostly through doing. But here's everybody on here. Here is everyone on here. Indubitably indeed. Indubitably indeed. I think, y'all ever being crazy in the comments. Yo, what's up? What's up, Lone Star? Like the KD. I won't even lie, man. I think we should take a vote on the next page. I'm gonna be honest with you, Freak. I think I'm about to call it a night too. I know that it's not as long as what I've done before. I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night too, though. But I actually, at the very least, I'm gonna get some of my recent lives up. It might not be this one immediately, but with due time for sure. I think I'm gonna call it a night though. I do appreciate y'all hanging out with me on this one. It's 4:30. I'm chilling too. Good night. Yeah, it's a little bit later. Yeah, it's a little bit later. I'm gonna get back on tomorrow night though. As I was saying before, I'm gonna see y'all when I see y'all. And yeah, man, take it easy. Till next time, accept my message request. Okay, I'm gonna see y'all there. Take it easy.